Axtell Eagles Championship Football on KNDY, a service of the Western National Bank, Little Joe's Service, Kramer Oil, Axtell Lumber, Eagle HVAC and Plumbing, Blue Valley Technology, Moonlight Restoration, SBS Insurance, Ag Partners, Landall Company, Axtell Trust, State Bank of Bern Axtell Branch, E&D Building, Axtell Car Wash, Little Steps Dance Studio, and our regional sports boosters, United Bank and Trust, Brule Implement, Kramer Oil, Honeyman Auto, St. Gordon and Associates, Hometown Lumber and Axtell Lumber, Sunflower Community Credit Union, and Can Equip. Sub-state football action. Axtell hosting Canton-Galva live tonight. KNDY FM 95.5, KNDYradio.com, and on our free mobile app.
And welcome into sub-state football action here in Axtell. Good evening, everyone. Max Blasky with the call here on KNDY Radio 95.5 or online anytime on sunflowerstateradio.com. Sub-state football, 8-man Division II action is about 15-20 minutes away from kicking off. Of course, the Axtell Eagles tonight come in with their 11-0 record against the 11-0 Canton-Galva Eagles, just the same. Two evenly matched teams looking to punch their ticket to the state championship, which will be next Saturday, down in Newton at 11 a.m. Winner will play the winner of the Kensington, Thunder Ridge, and Dishton game. We have Friday night football here in November. It is a chilly one in Axtell, but we are bundled up, about ready for kickoff here as the Axtell Eagles take on the Canton-Galva Eagles in sub-state action. We're going to take a quick break, get a word from Coach Eric Detweiler, and be back here with starters here on 95.5.
The State Bank in Axtell is synonymous with quality and integrity in the banking business. Financing for your home, for your farm, or your small business. Contact the loan officers if you need money, or if you're putting money away for something special, or just saving for a rainy day. Visit with the professionals at the State Bank of Axtell. They're federally insured, member FDIC, the State Bank of Axtell.
Double the joy! Double the joy! Double the joy!
Ho, ho, ho! We're doubling the joy this holiday season at Blue Valley Technologies. Refer a friend, and you get $40, and they get $40. Refer as many friends and family members as you can before the end of the year, and the credits will show up on your Blue Valley bill. Visit bluevalley.net/double the joy today.
Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
At Kramer Oil, they know you have options when it comes to a propane provider, but why call an out-of-town company when Kramer Oil is local, reliable, and flexible? Personal attention and propane when you need it, where you need it, along with convenient text ordering options. New customers get 10 cents off per gallon on their first delivery. Contact them by calling or texting 785-562-2466. The Kramer Oil family, serving your family since 1976.
Quality, integrity, durability, the values that make Landall stand out above the rest. Landall Company offers stable employment with growth opportunities, excellent wages, and a benefit package that includes profit sharing, $2 per hour shift differential, 4% attendance bonus, fuel allowance to drive to work, weekly paychecks, comprehensive insurance package with $500 deductible, and much more. Learn more. Apply online at landall.com. Phone 785-562-5381. EEO Vets and Disability. Welcome.
Joined now by head coach of the Axtell Eagles, Eric Detweiler. First off, Coach, congratulations, 52-6 win against Osborne, moving your record to 11-0 on the season. What did you see in that game?
Well, we come out in the first series and defensively, they kind of marched the ball down on us, but we got to stop. And then, we kind of marched the ball back on them and we fumbled. And then our second possession, we fumbled at the 2-yard line again and kind of give them the short field where, they only had 2 yards to go to score, and they did. And we kind of didn't have any momentum to start the game, which is kind of unusual for us. But, I was proud of the way our kids, kind of hung with it. We went right back down there and then scored again right away. And And we faced a lot of adversity early in that game where, kind of showed what kind of team we are. And, I was proud of the way our kids come back. We actually ended up having 3 fumbles in the first half. And, I don't know if the weather played a little bit of, a factor in that because it was so cold there Friday night. But like I said, I was proud of the way our kids didn't let the turnovers bother us. And we just stayed the course and, ended up with a nice victory.
Well, and you kind of spoke about that challenge. And I don't want to say it was not your only competitive game on the schedule, but a lot of your games you haven't played into the fourth quarter. A lot of games you haven't been, kind of slow starting like you talked about there. And, what was the key there for the boys that turned it around in that game and, got you this victory?
Well, I just think it's a confidence in ourselves as a team that, we've kind of faced adversity before, maybe even in week 1 or in the years last year. And I just think it's a confidence in our ability to, maintain the course and keep what we're trying to do and stay focused on the task at hand.
You brought up last year, of course, looking for back-to-back state champions, and each team is different year by year, and you know that as a coach. But what's been the biggest difference you've seen from what last year's team accomplished to what this year's team can accomplish?
Well, I think this year's team is, like I said, a little bit more confidence, and I think, we're still hungry to win that second state championship. Our school's never won back-to-back, 2 undefeated seasons, which would be a pretty incredible feat. So I think a lot of, the big difference is, our focus. I think our kids are bigger and stronger, obviously being a year older. We have all 8 starters returning, and, we just are a little more confident in what we're doing. And we're gaining knowledge every day of the game of football, and, our offensive and defensive schemes are getting better as well.
You spoke about that hunger, and from a player standpoint, you always have to keep that hunger every game you play. And now from a coaching standpoint, looking at your schedule, you've played here in the in the state championship run. It's kind of been some teams you haven't faced before. So what challenges has that kind of presented you from your coaching staff standpoint, preparing for teams that you don't normally face this late in the season?
Yeah, well, it is a little more difficult. You're not familiar with your opponent, and playing a team like Canton-Galva this year is, kind of like us. Hadn't had a challenging game where a lot of times, you don't get to see some of their best plays that they, kind of save in the back of their playbook, or in the back of their mind that, for these bigger games. And, so it makes it more challenging where you played a team, locally, like we used to play Hanover twice a year. And I think we did that 3 times, 3 years straight, you kind of get to see what they're doing, getting a feel of what their game plan is and how you tweak it every year by playing these other opponents. You really don't know them that well, and but at the same flip, it's the same way for them. That you're the same way you're not as familiar with us.
Exactly. You can use it to your advantage, too, just as much as you're going to have to prepare for them. And, of course, you hit on it. Playing Canton-Galva, 11-0, both of you come in as, I think, 1-2 in the state here, mostly all season. What kind of challenges are they going to present to your team, and how can you overcome that?
Well, we match up with them pretty good. They have 9 seniors. They're a little advantage on us that way where we only have 3. And they're big, they're strong, and probably the fastest team that we've played. They obviously got Vincent Kidd that, we've seen last year. We played him twice out of Wheatland-Grinnell where he transferred schools this year. And so they're extremely well coached. They can run the ball, they can pass the ball. I would say they're 50-50 on that, and they do an exceptional job of doing that. One thing that they do that we really haven't seen is their no-huddle offense, and they just kind of go on the fly. So that's going to have a challenge for us to get ready for Friday night. And again, I think the weather's going to play in a factor. Looks like Friday is going to be a pretty cool day, and we just kind of need to get our team ready for that as well.
Always a challenge, no matter who you're going to play, whether it be the weather or the team. Coach, I know this is going to be an excellent coached game. I know it's going to be an excellent played game. I can't wait to get a chance to call it. Best of luck with Canton-Galva coming up, Coach, and hopefully get to talk to you for one more week.
All right, sounds great. Thanks for having me on.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
For engineered roof and floor trusses, call on Axtell Truss. 12 to 80-foot span. Complete hip, cathedral, and floor systems using only the best SYP available. delivered to your site undamaged on a roll-off trailer. Manufactured locally at Axtell Truss on U.S. Highway 36, 2 miles west of K110 between Seneca and Marysville. Phone 785-736-2291.
The answer is yes. SBS.
Have you been shopping for insurance or financial services lately? There are so many choices today, so many decisions to make. Luckily, there's SBS Insurance Agency to help make your decisions easier. As your local insurance provider, they've been coming up with custom solutions for over 40 years. Make the right decision. Call your local SBS Insurance Agency today. Nationwide is on your side.
SBS Insurance, the home team. The answer is yes.
For all of your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and excavation services, there's only one call to make. Eagle HVAC and Heating. Formerly Dave's Hardware in Axtell, the guys at Eagle HVAC and Heating look forward to continuing the success they've built over the years. Offering all heating, ventilation, air conditioning needs, as well as carrying a wide variety of name-brand appliances. They do plumbing and electrical, as well as excavation service. Give Eagle HVAC and Heating a call today in Axtell.
Back here in Axtell as the national anthem is going on, we have an excellent matchup here tonight as the 11-0 Eagles take on the 11-0 Canton-Galva Eagles just as well. We're going to take a quick break, get through the national anthem. We'll be right back with some more information.
D&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-frame buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. D&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. D&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. D&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
Little Joe's 66 Service in Axtell is a proud supporter of Axtell schools and Axtell athletics. If you have automotive repair needs, call Joe at 785-736-2824. With satisfied customers from all over the area, Little Joe's 66 Service is the place to turn for all of your automotive repair needs.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a money rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles.
Your hometown partner with any do-it-yourself project is Hometown Lumber of Marysville and Axtell Lumber of Axtell. Serving the community for over 20 years, expert knowledge accompanied by a helpful smile and reassuring handshake will tell you you're in the right place. With all your building needs, they are ready to help you. Stocked with a full line of lumber and hardware to go along with tools, plumbing supplies, paint, and lawn and garden, you'll leave knowing you've made the right choice by stopping at Axtell Lumber and Hometown Lumber in Marysville.
Welcome back to Axtell, Kansas. The Canton-Galva Eagles are getting announced in their road whites, red bottoms, as Eric Detweiler has his Axtell Eagles huddled up here near side. Blue tops, blue bottoms, white helmets. It's going to be a great night for football. 20 degrees here with this November kickoff, but it's going to be a highly and hot contested game on the field. Going to take a look here real quick at Canton-Galva on the season. Of course, they are led by quarterback Garrett Maltby. The dual-threat quarterback has over 1,500 yards passing, 27 touchdowns, over 500 yards rushing, add in another 20 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. This is going to be a quarterback battle, I feel like, between Maltby and Isaac Detweiler on the other side. Of course, both these teams come in at number 1 and number 2, respectively, on the season. Axtell, number 1 all season, has held that without a loss. Of course, both teams coming off of a win. Couldn't have got here unless they did. Beating Lebo last week, Canton-Galva prevailed 52-6 on the opposite end, same score, but versus Osborne, Axtell was able to win that game as well. Some high-powered offenses, both teams averaging over 6 points a game, and both teams allowing less than 10 points a game. So domination from both sides in this 8-man Division II sub-state action here in Axtell, Kansas. It's going to be a wonderful night for some football. Some familiar faces that Axtell has seen. You'll hear the name Jet Vincent a lot. He was an all-state player last year for Wheatland Grinnell. Leads the state with 36 interceptions in his career. Going to be a force to be reckoned with here tonight. Of course, Axtell in their own right, led in the backfield by Eli Brockman and Brandon Smelsley. Absolutely dynamic duo there. It's going to be a cold night. Obviously, the passing game will be interesting. Canton-Galva likes to throw the ball around. Axtell will when they need to, but I'm sure there's going to be some cold fingers out there here tonight. We're going to take one more break. We'll be right back here with the starters. You're listening to Division II Sub-State Football as the Axtell Eagles host the Canton-Galva Eagles here on KNDY 95.5.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it into the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, spray and bed liners, sandblasting, dealer and installer of B&W hitches and drop and lock hitches. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
In order to succeed, an organization needs to have a commitment to honesty, integrity, and teamwork. These 3 core values dictate everything they do at Ag Partners Co-op. When Ag Partners recommends to their growers certain practices, products, or services, it's because they know them and stand behind them. Going the extra mile, working after hours, helping producers when they need it. Call Ag Partners Co-op in Seneca, St. Mary's, or Hiawatha to become a part of their family. Ag Partners, your partners in ag, with honesty, integrity, and teamwork.
Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics has opened enrollment for spring 2023 classes, continuing to offer the energy-packed tumbling, cheer, dance, and jazz classes for ages 18 months to 18 years. Enrollment ends January 2nd. Visit Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics Facebook page for enrollment information.
KNDY is proud to be your local sports leader. For over 40 years, KNDY has been bringing you the scores, interviews, and live play-by-play action of your favorite teams all season long, year after year. Not just playoff time. Times and technology change, but our dedication to area sports remain the same. KNDY Sports, on air, online, and on our mobile app.
November high school football is just getting ready to kick off. We are about a minute and a half away from the Axtell Eagles versus the Canton-Galva Eagles. The night that the Eagles will fly, one will prevail, one will go home, one will punch their ticket to the state championship next Saturday down in Newton. We're going to run through our starters here real quick. First for the visiting Eagles, number 6, Garrett Malby, a 171 senior. You're going to hear a lot of seniors on this Canton-Galva team. 9 seniors total, 5 starting. In the backfield, Lane McManus will join him, a 143 junior. On the ends, Carson Mastery, a 163 senior. And Jet Vincent, a 178 senior, will join him in the backfield. Canton-Galva will run two wide receivers most of the time with a running back in the backfield. On the line, it'll be Wyatt Collins, a 194 junior, along with Noah Collin, a 195 sophomore, the lone starting sophomore on this team and one of only 2 on the roster. A story in the backfield for Canton-Galva, Ryder Nordstrom, a 166 senior who tore his ACL early on in the season, set out the first 3 weeks, but has been playing the remainder of this season on a partially torn ACL. He has racked up over 500 rushing yards on that partially torn ACL. Very interesting story there. For the hometown Axtell Eagles, of course, they are led by all-purpose quarterback Isaac Detweiler, who's, of course, your reigning 8-man Division II Offensive Player of the Year. responsible for the most touchdowns in Kansas high school football history. Absolutely offensive power here that Axtell has had over his 4-year run. Trying to end it with back-to-back state championships and back-to-back undefeated seasons. In the backfield, he will be joined by number 10, Eli Rocksterman, a 185 sophomore, as well as number 12, Isaac Detweiler, a 180 senior. Evan Bussing will also get in on the action in the backfield, a 165 senior. Number 34, Grady Bussing, a 175 junior. Number 54, Grant Bussing, a 220 junior. And number 88, Sawyer Dieters, a 265 junior, going to round out your line for the Axtell Eagles. Same starting 8 they have had since day one of camp. Consistency is the key here in Axtell for Eric Detweiler and his team. It is cold, but tonight it is a lot of stocking caps, a lot of gloves, a lot of overalls. 20 degrees here as we are just getting ready to kickoff for this sub-state Division II 8-man action. The rights to go to the state championship. It's going to be Detweiler kicking it off here as we see. The ball's going to take a top skip off the ground. They're going to look to return right. That's going to be number 2 for Canton-Galva. Mastery goes all the way down the sideline. Mastery still on his feet. Somehow on his feet down the sideline. Mastery got all the way up to the 40-yard line. I didn't think he got touched. Excellent return there by number 2, Kason Mastery, the 163 junior, to start off the game. Good kick there for the Eagles as they work left to right here on this chilly but clear night in Axtell. The ground's pretty solid. The ball's pretty solid, so we're going to have to see, like I said a little bit before, how these passing attacks for both offenses are going to play. Canton-Galva is going to come out with 2 wide, 1 running back in the backfield, and that is going to be Normstrom to the right of Maltby. For Smallby, a athletically gifted quarterback, went over a few of his stats early on in the season. Look to get him started early, I'm sure. Man goes in motion. That's Vincent, who played Wheatland Grinnell last year, who Axtell is very familiar with. Defeated Wheatland Grinnell last year in the state championship. Vincent was a big part of that team, of course, transferred here over to Canton-Galva. And on the first play of the game, a 5-yard hitch is going to go near side. We're going to get a delay of game on Canton-Galva. That's going to be a mental mistake for the Eagles of CG, as that's going to bring up a 1st down and 15 for this Axtell Eagles defense. Took a long time getting that play call in. I was kind of wondering there. They want to make sure they get it right, and ended up with a delay of game, helping out this Eagles defense. Of course, Eagles will run 3 men up on the line. That's going to be Dieters, Bussing, and Bussing, both the Bussing boys there on the line right now, lined up. Brandon Schmelsley there near side 2, near the line. Here's a pitch near side. We're going to get another flag on the play. That's going to be Grant Bussing getting the tackle. Good enough for 4 yards on the 1st down run, but I believe we have, I think, in the area of an offensive penalty, and that is going to be a holding call on the Eagles at Canton-Galva. The home crowd here for Axtell absolutely enjoys it. Both sides here tonight represented greatly. Of course, Canton-Galva down from McPherson, a long drive up here on this cold night. But I'd say they've got about 100 people on their opposite side of the field. Standing in the end zone are people here too tonight on this Axtell side. Everyone is out and about, braving the weather for what to be an exciting and one of the most impressive playoff football games here tonight. Everyone for Axtell in long sleeves. The only one without sleeves on is Malby for the Eagles of Canton-Galva. Another quick curl and another quick tackle there on the far side. That's going to be number 16, Brandon Schmelsley, getting the tackle from his corner position over there. First 2 plays that Canton-Galva has ran have been 2 quick 5-yard, 10-yard curls to the outside. Not much getting there, as now we're all the way back at a 2nd and 20 after that 1st down play. A holding penalty and a delay of game penalty for the Canton-Galva Eagles early on in this game has put them in a tough 2nd and 20, and they're running the clock now here too again. Making sure they're getting the plays in correctly. Not a lot of noise here on the field, but a cold night, you want to make sure everything goes correctly. Just under 11 minutes now to go. It's going to be quarterback power down the right side. Stopped at the line by a gang of Axtell Eagles. Good job defensively there by the defensive front of the blue Axtell Eagles as they stopped quarterback Garrett Malby for a short 2-yard gain. Actually, we're just going to give him 1 on that. 3rd down and 9 now. Big 3rd down possession. First 3rd down stop that we've had here in this game. Of course, first drive for Canton-Galva. Clock continuing to run, 10 minutes under. Talked to Coach Eric Detweiler early on in this week. He said Canton-Galva will look to air you out and kind of open you up with the pass game. But with this cold temperature, so far it's been short passes and runs here for the Eagles. Big 3rd down, 3rd and we're going to call it 18 from the 30-yard line of Axtell. 3-man rush for the Axtell Eagles as we're going to bring string class here down in the wide open. Met short of the first down marker. Pass complete to Case Nastry. As that was a good catch and run, he had some open field in front of him, and obviously we're going to go for it. Ball just goes on the other side of the Axtell Eagles. Ball will be at the 39-yard line as Canton-Galva is looking to push it in here on their first play, or first drive of the game. So a lot longer field position than I thought. We're going to call it a 4th and 4. I thought it was closer to a 4th and 2, but a 4th and 4 coming up for Canton-Galva. They're taking a lot of time again to get this play call in. 3 coaches over there for Canton-Galva, of course, led by Shelby Hoff, who has done an outstanding job at Canton-Galva here these last couple of years. 35-5 in the last 5 years. There's a pass there, complete here, near side. Can't believe he caught that. Breaks the tackle. It's TJ Cohen, the tight end, as Canton-Galva is going to get a first down. Excellent pressure brought by the Axtell Eagles, but escapability is Maltby's key as he got out of that initial 4-man rush from Axtell. Found a streaking TJ Cohen in the middle of the field. Cohen broke a tackle. It looked like almost an Axtell defender kind of fell down, tripped on a shoelace or something, and Cohen got it all the way up now to the 20-yard line of the Eagles. North end zone here, left, working right to left as we see it. 2 tight ends, 1 each side, running back, 1 wide receiver split. It's going to be an option down the middle. They're going to give it off. That's going to be Blissing getting the tackle. We're going to call him tackled for no gain, maybe even a loss of 1 is going to bring up 2nd down. So Axtell Eagles had Canton-Galva dead to rights there just a moment ago on a 4th down play right at the line of scrimmage, but a missed tackle, and more's about the drop balls. It might be about bouncing off of tackles here tonight. You know, when you get cold, don't really want to hit a lot of people. It kind of gives a little sting down the body and kind of gets a little pain there. So we'll have to see how tackling is a key later on as this game progresses. Axtell in their 3x3x2 front, of course. It's going to be Melby back and back pass. Looking back pass. Rush comes here near side. Good job by the defender. That was Evans lifting, coming up the middle with good defensive pressure. Put Malby on his back as that brings up 3rd down. Pass went incomplete of the intended receiver far side. So another 3rd down opportunity here for the Axtell Eagles. Clock rolling, under 8 minutes left to play here in this first quarter. A quick-moving first quarter so far. Canton-Galva taking their time, making sure the plays get in right. Axtell is in possession. I think we're going to see this quite a bit here tonight. Canton-Galva, like we talked about in the opener a little bit, likes to score the ball. Of course, 55 points per game, but you have to control the clock, too, with that. It's going to be Maltby alone in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his left. Maltby's going to step up, shake and bake a defender. He's going to be short of the first down, though, as coming up from his safety position, Brandon Schmelsley got the tackle. As Schmelsley has been busy early on the defensive side of the ball here in this first drive for Canton-Galva. So here we are again, a short yardage 4th down and 2. Last one was 4th down and 4, closer to midfield. Ball is now setting just outside the 10-yard line of the Axtell Eagles. We're going to call it ball at the 12-yard line as someone looks to break through here early on in this sub-state matchup. Going up to the line now is Canton-Galva. It's going to be Maltby in the backfield. 2 receivers to his right will be one running back. I believe he'll probably come in motion, bring a receiver from the other side of motion. That's Vincent. They're going to give it to Vincent. No, keep it. Maltby here. Far side stop. Good job there by the Axtell defense. If you didn't hear the crowd, they ran a little sweep pattern with Jet Vincent, who the Eagles are very familiar with. Tried to get him out in space, but followed it up, pulled the ball. Maltby did. Tried to follow Vincent around in the hole and blowing that up. I believe that was either Brandon Schmelsley or Evan Bussing, as those two have been very impressive tonight on this defensive end. So a big 4th down stop is now Axtell will look to get this offensive side rolling. Of course, led by Isaac Detweiler, the all-purpose all great quarterbacks for the Axtell Eagles last 4 years. Last chance for these seniors. Direct run for Detweiler right up the middle. Detweiler 10, 15-yard gain there for the Axtell Eagles as he gets it all the way up to the 30-yard line, getting out of the backside of their own end zone.
Axtell Eagles!
First down for the Eagles. First one on the night on the first run by quarterback Isaac Detweiler. Of course, the Axtell Eagles are led by Isaac's dad, Eric Detweiler. Next job from coaching 10 years now here at Axtell. Talking to a few people before the game. It seems like just the other day he took the job, and here he is. Opportunity to win back-to-back state championships for the Axtell Eagles if they can take care of business here tonight against Canton-Galva. Detweiler's going to run. Detweiler's got room far side. It's going to be close up to the first down line. They're calling it just short, but Isaac Detweiler did a good job there. Stood in the pocket as long as he can. Pressure kind of came to his right, escaped off to the left, and brings up a second down and 1 on the 9-yard scramble by quarterback Detweiler. So one thing here for both teams early on, taking, I don't want to say in a lot of time getting these play calls in, but making sure they get right. There's no room for error in what is this sub-state game here tonight. Chance to play in the state championship next Saturday. Good pressure up front there by the Eagles. Canton-Galva. Detweiler down the left side. 20 up close towards the goal. 20-yard line is Isaac Detweiler. To be honest, the play got blown up from the beginning. The big defensive tackle for Canton-Galva, I believe that was TJ Cohen, who had a great reception moments ago, blew up that play from his defensive line position. Got in the backfield as quickly as he could. Detweiler just held that ball, ran off to his left, and picked up another Axtell Eagles first down as they are in business now, rolling on the Canton-Galva side. Ball at the 25-yard line of Canton-Galva. It's going to be Detweiler in the backfield, of course, with Blissing behind him, straight behind him. Back to pass, pressure coming off the right side. Finds a man right in the middle. Wide open is Smelsley. As he got out of the backfield, Smelsley right side. Smelsley got touchdown. Axtell Eagles. Brandon Smelsley with the first touchdown here as the Eagles bring out 6-0. 6:03 left to play first quarter. We have our first points of this sub-state championship game. What a catch and run there from Isaac Detweiler to Brandon Smelsley. Smelsley found the soft spot in the zone, middle of the field, caught it and ran it. Caught it about the 15-yard line, made a man miss, got all the way down towards the goal line, stretched that long right arm, got a touchdown. 2-point conversion coming up. It's going to be Detweiler rolling out right after the fakeoff. Looking back at the end zone, high, tipped away, had his intended receiver, but couldn't quite make it. Axtell still gets on the board first as they are up 6-0. 6 minutes left to play here in this first quarter. You're listening to Sub-State football action here on KNDY.
The State Bank in Axtell is synonymous with quality and integrity in the banking business. Financing for your home, for your farm, or your small business. Contact the loan officers if you need money, or if you're putting money away for something special, or just saving for a rainy day. Visit with the professionals at the State Bank of Axtell. They're federally insured, member FDIC, the State Bank of Axtell.
Double the joy! Double the joy! Double the joy!
Ho, ho, ho! We're doubling the joy this holiday season at Blue Valley Technologies. Refer a friend, and you get $40, and they get $40. Refer as many friends and family members as you can before the end of the year, and the credits will show up on your Blue Valley bill. Visit bluevalley.net/double the joy today.
Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Back here in Axtell as the Eagles have opened up a 6-0 lead with a 25-yard touchdown pass from Isaac Detweiler to Brandon Smelsley. On the other side of the bracket, Thunder Ridge is leading Dighton 22-12. That score is at halftime. Of course, the winner of this game will take on winner of that game next Saturday down in noon at 11 a.m. to play for the 8-man Division II state championship. Of course, the goal for the Axtell Eagles all year long is to get exactly back to that position they were in last year, and was able to defeat Whitewater Grinnell 52-6 in that game, looking for back-to-back state championships and back-to-back undefeated seasons. Second possession now for the Eagles from Canton-Galva, and stopped at the line, front line of the Axtell Eagles. Good job there as Isaac Detweiler came up from his safety/middle linebacker position, met the runner in the backfield. Of course, that was Nordstrom with the run there for Canton-Galva as he was stopped for a loss of 1. Second down and 1 now on Canton-Galva's second possession of this game. Axtell was able to get a stop on fourth down. Canton-Galva drove it all the way to within the 15-yard line of Axtell, but a fourth down stop from the Axtell defense gave the offense back the ball. As now Canton-Galva's looking to pass. We're going to be near side pass, incomplete, off the intended hands of T.J. Cohen. Good pressure there from the outside applied by number 88, Sawyer Dieters, as all 265 of Dieters got to the grill of Maltby, forced this pass to go incomplete. And just like that, Canton-Galva is back to a third down and long. Third down and 10 now. Just under 6 minutes, or just under 5 minutes here left to play in this quick-moving first quarter. Canton-Galva hasn't really got too much going on offense. I will credit that to the front three of the Axtell Eagles so far here tonight. They have been causing some pressure and absolutely getting after quarterback. Here's going to be near side pass. It's going to be caught and complete. It's going to be short of the first down, right by the marker, though. Half complete here near side to Cason Mastery, the 163 senior. Needed every inch of that body of his to catch that ball as he barely picked that one off the shoelaces or off the ground. But that brings up a first down as a generous spot will go over to Canton-Galva.
Get a measurement!
So Canton-Galva with their first down of this second drive of the game, looking to answer back Axtell's 25-yard touchdown from Isaac Detweiler to Brandon Schnelzy. And it looks like we're going to have a false start, and we do on Canton-Galva, as that's now 3 penalties on Canton-Galva already here early on in this game. 4 minutes left to play in the first quarter, and 3 penalties. And they're the mental mistake kind, too, from Canton-Galva. It was a false start, it was a hold, and it was a delay of game on the first play of the game. You don't see that very often. But here we are now. Canton-Galva backed up with a first down and 15 balls at the 20-yard line of the Canton-Galva Eagles. It's going to be 2 receivers split out wide right, as now they go in a little bit of a spread motion in the backfield. By himself is Maltby. Pressure's going to come off near side. We're going to run a little power that way. Get out of the tackle. The reinforcements come in for the Eagles. Believe that was Schmelsley again that got in the backfield and could have tackled Maltby for a loss. But sneaking out of that, and now Isaac Detweiler getting credited for that tackle. Good job there, though, by Maltby. Kind of sidestepped the Schmelsley as he was in the backfield just about as quick as the ball was. But Isaac Detweiler came up and got the stop now. Second down and 17 after that loss against this offense for Canton-Galva, who is averaging almost over 60 points a game, threatening to get over it here in the first quarter. Still a lot of time left. 4 minutes left to play here. Clock just went under 4. Maltby's going to pass. They're going to bring big pressure. Passes way over the head of the intended receiver, athlete Jet Vincent, who came out of the backfield here near side. The ball just went swinging over his head as more pressure was applied from the Eagles. Going to bring up third down and 17 now. Ball setting just on the other side of the 15-yard line. We're going to call it ball at the 17-yard line of Canton-Galva as they look to get something going here offensively. Talked about it a little bit just a second ago. This front three for the Axtell Eagles has come out with some spark tonight underneath their pants. They are getting after the quarterback, getting in the backfield, and causing disruption everywhere. Straight man across the board. Galvey's going to look to pass. Going far side, almost incompleted. Faded him in was Brandon Schmelsley. Saw that coming from up here. They ran a little crossing route with Vincent. Kind of went about 10 yards and in, and as Mulvey escaped the pocket to his right. He looked to throw it across his ball, and Smelsley just stayed right behind that receiver, about dove in front of it, would have intercepted it at the 30, give Axtell great field position. But here we are, 4th down and 14, deep in their own territory. It's going to look like a punt here for Canton-Galva. Of course, the ever-dangerous Isaac Detweiler is standing at his own 40, looking to return this. It's going to be Walker Nightingale going to punt it for the Canton-Galva Eagles. Straight up into the air. Ball's going to land about the 35-yard line off the chest plate of Detweiler, but landing on it and securing the job for the Axtell Eagles is Detweiler. So now Axtell gets a chance to add on to this lead. Been very impressed with the defensive side of the ball, and when I spoke to Eric Detweiler early on in this week, that is one thing that he brought up to me. He mentioned not only the size and the physicality of Canton-Galva, but also just the sure ability that they have in their speed and skill players on the outside. So far, Axtell has stuck with that very nicely on the defensive end. Canton-Galva is going to come out with 2 standing defensive ends, play a little spy with Isaac. Good pressure off the right side, though, as they're going to find a receiver right behind him. First down, pass complete to number 11, Evan Bussing. Senior to senior there, as Detweiler did a good job to fill his pressure off his right side, step up to his left, and just like that, Axtell is into Canton-Galva territory. Ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line as Axtell is now in motion again. Canton-Galva doing something I haven't seen yet a team do to Axtell, and they're spying Isaac Detweiler, but Axtell doing a good job of bringing a receiver right behind that spy, hitting the soft part of the middle part of the field. Now Canton-Galva is looking to bring pressure. They bring 3 up with 5 setting across the board. It's going to be option here near side as the late pitch goes here. I believe that is to Smelsley, and it is. Smelsley keeps on fighting as I'm going to believe they're going to give him, no, they're not going to give him a first down. Was awfully close to it. Eric's wanting the spot, but it's going to be 2nd down and about 1 there. Good job there by the sophomore Brandon Smelsley as he took the late option pitch from Detweiler here near side, made a man miss and stretched his long arms out for close to a first down. The effort from Smelsley so far early on in this game has been extraordinary. First on that touchdown pass and here on this run. Man goes in motion. It's going to be power up the middle with Detweiler. Detweiler looking to bounce it. Does. It's going to be good enough for a first down as he gets out of bounds. Good job there by the senior. Tried to run a little power just right up the middle. Tried to follow his running back, Eli Brockman, up the hole. The smart job there by the senior as he bounced it off to the right side, picked up a first down, as now Axtell is continuing to roll on this offensive side. 2:20 left to play here in this first quarter. Axtell Eagles leading it 6-0 in this Division II Sub-State playoff game. Winner of this game will head to the state championship next Saturday. It's going to be 2 receivers left, 1 right. Receiver here near side. We're going to go screen pass far side. It's going to be Smelsley again catching the ball. It's going to be about a 5-yard pass and catch there as ball will move up to the 15-yard line. 2nd down, and we're going to call it 6 now. Ball sitting at the 15-yard line of Canton-Galva. This defense for Canton-Galva hasn't been able to find I don't even want to call it a stop for the Axtell attack here early on in this game. No one has been able to find a stop, but even able to slow it down, use their athletes. Axtell is just out-muscling them in every aspect of this game. Same set, stack receivers to the left, single here to the right. It's going to be Bussing in the backfield with Detweiler. Now Bussing's going to come here near side in motion. It's going to be Detweiler right up the middle, runs over a defender. That was Nick Evans for Canton-Galva, tried to stop the senior Detweiler as he fell forward. Good show of sportsmanship there, though, as they both tapped heads after that hard hit. That's what you want to see here in this sub-state game. 3rd down and 3 now. Clock just went under 2 minutes here to play left in this first quarter. Axtell does have the early 6-0 lead. Axtell has controlled the clock here in this quarter thanks to their defense holding strong on a 4th down stop deep inside their own territory. But now here comes a big one. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Man goes in motion. It's going to be Smelsley. It's going to be late pitch to Smelsley. It's snuffed out. Good is that Canton-Galva defense as they were right there ready for that play. It's going to be awfully close to a first down. It looks like he gained about 6 inches as we are going to have an official measurement on this play. So it's really going to depend on where the spot is. We're calling it a first down at about the 9-yard line. Ball is setting pretty close to that on this near hash. Of course, chains are on the far side of the field, need to come all the way over. It's going to be a big call. If not, it's going to be a fourth down at about 6 inches deep inside Canton-Galva territory if they get it. And they got it. No need to talk about the other side. Axtell Eagles get the first down on the first measurement here of the night as they are rocking and rolling in business. Ball's going to be inside the 10-yard line of Canton-Galva. 1:24 left to play here in this first quarter. Axtell still leading 6-0. Isaac Detweiler heads back into the huddle, and here they break out. Looking to add to this lead, punch their ticket to the state championship. Either one of these teams. It's going to be Twins right side. Now goes in mushing is Broxterman. It's going to be a flip to Broxterman as he looks to get the left edge. Got the left edge. He's going to be close to the goal line. I think he's going to be down at right at the 1, maybe even the 6-inch line. I don't think you can get much closer than that without getting a touchdown. But still a great play call there by Eric Detweiler as Canton-Galva has been getting up the middle all night, so decides to take it off the sideline. That's going to bring a timeout from Canton-Galva. We're going to take it ourselves. We'll be right back here on KNDY 95.5.
At Kramer Oil, they know you have options when it comes to a propane provider, but why call an out-of-town company when Kramer Oil is local, reliable, and flexible? Personal attention and propane when you need it, where you need it, along with convenient text ordering options. New customers get 10 cents off per gallon on their first delivery. Contact them by calling or texting 785-562-2466. The Kramer Oil family, serving your family since 1976.
Quality, integrity, durability, the values that make Landall stand out above the rest. Landall Company offers stable employment with growth opportunities, excellent wages, and a benefit package that includes profit sharing, $2 per hour shift differential, 4% attendance bonus, fuel allowance to drive to work, weekly paychecks, comprehensive insurance package with $500 deductible, and much more. Learn more. Apply online at landall.com. Phone 785-562-5381. EEO Vets and Disability Welcome.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
Here in Axtell, the Axtell Eagles are down close to the goal line looking to extend their 6-0 lead. If you are looking for KU basketball, we will join that as soon as we are done here in Axtell. They are trailing right now 23-22 early on in that game to Southern Utah. Here we are, the Axtell Eagles, 6-0. Going to get a play off right before quarter's done, blown up in the backfield, as that was number 4, Jet Vinson, who snuck through the line and stuffed the Axtell Eagles on that touchdown attempt. That's going to bring up our quarter break as the Axtell Eagles lead the Canton-Galva Eagles 6-0, but Axtell knocking on the door. Stay close. We'll be right back here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
For engineered roof and floor trusses, call on Axtell Truss. 12 to 80-foot span. Complete hip, cathedral, and floor systems using only the best SYP available. Delivered to your site undamaged on a roll-off trailer. Manufactured locally at Axtell Truss on U.S. Highway 36, 2 miles west of K110 between Seneca and Marysville. Phone 785-736-2291.
The answer is yes. SBS.
Have you been shopping for insurance or financial services lately? There are so many choices today, so many decisions to make. Luckily, there's SBS Insurance Agency to help make your decisions easier. As your local insurance provider, they've been coming up with custom solutions for over 40 years. Make the right decision. Call your local SBS Insurance Agency today. Nationwide is on your side.
SBS Insurance, the home team. The answer is yes.
Knocking on in the door are the Axtell Eagles, looking to extend this 6-0 lead. An evenly matched game is kind of what we planned we'd have, and so far, so good here in Axtell. 6-0, Eagles leading Canton-Galva here, just started the second quarter. It was, though, all of Axtell that first quarter, probably possessed the ball for, I would guess, about 8 or 9 minutes until to win that game, and a good defensive stop. Canton-Galva was able to get the ball within the 15-yard line of Axtell, but the defense for Axtell stood up, about to stop. Axtell, of course, scored on that possession once they got the stop. 4th down and 2 at the 2-yard line. It's going to be goal to go for Detweiler in the backfield. We're going to run a little sweep down towards the goal line. We're going to call it touchdown. Brandon Schmelsley, 2-yard touchdown run just after quarter break, as that's going to extend the Axtell lead up to 12-0. Good play call there by Eric Detweiler and his Axtell Eagles. Play before, they kind of tried to run the same thing, a sweep rolling off to the left, but Isaac kept it. And this one, they gave it to Schmelsley, as now Brandon Schmelsley, the sophomore on this team, one of 2 sophomores, has both touchdowns here in this game. It's going to be twin backs, one to the left, one to the right of Detweiler. It's going to give to the left back. Detweiler's going to keep it, actually. Looks like he's going to be stuffed close to the goal line. We'll see what the call is, and it was no good. So Axtell still gets a touchdown, though. 12-0 as the Axtell Eagles lead the Canton-Galva Eagles. We'll be right back after 60 seconds here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
For all of your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and excavation services, there's only one call to make. Eagle HVAC and Heating. Formerly Dave's Hardware in Axtell, the guys at Eagle HVAC and Heating look forward to continuing the success they've built over the years, offering all heating, ventilation, air conditioning needs, as well as carrying a wide variety of name-brand appliances. They do plumbing and electrical, as well as excavation service. Give Eagle HVAC and Heating a call today in Axtell. D&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-framed buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. D&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. D&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. D&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
The Axtell Eagles leading Canton-Galva Eagles. Battle of the Eagles here on this November Sub-State 8-man Division II championship night. Good return there by Canton-Galva up the left side. That's going to be Lane McManus, who had an excellent run on the first kickoff of the game. Gets it up to about the 25-yard line. We're going to call it about the 27-yard line of Canton-Galva, as now their third possession will look to put some points on the board. This Axtell Eagles defense has absolutely siphoned Canton-Galva here early on in this game. A team that averages over 60 points a game has not been able to get even close to the goal line. They got within the 15-yard line, but that's as close as they have gotten. As now quarterback Maltby will go under center, and he's going to give a direct handoff to running back. Gets tripped up here far side, as that's going to be Ryder Nordstrom, who gets the run on that for about 2 or 3 yards. If you didn't catch us in pregame, interesting story about Nordstrom. Tore his ACL early on in the season in one of their scrimmages. Sent out the first 3 weeks, but is now back out there playing the rest of this season on a partially torn ACL. Has a big brace on that left leg of his, but still able to move around, still able to get going. Absolute great heart there by the senior from Canton-Galva. So a 2nd down and 7 now, as it's going to be Malby rolling around the backfield. They're going to send Vincent here near side out in motion. Malby all alone in the backfield. Shotgun going to look here near side on a quick little curl, trying to get it in space. Gets it uphill about the 25-yard line, but that's as close as they're going to get, as that's going to bring up a short 3rd down and 3 now for the Axtell Eagles defense. Canton-Galva here early on, not able to get anything going. Haven't really even looked to take a shot. I guess neither teams really have Axtell, of course, using Isaac Detweiler as a running back early and often in this game has really opened up his receivers. Now on the opposite end, though, Malby, who does now look to be favoring his right shoulder when we just went into break the last time, isn't really that big a threat here tonight. It's going to be I formation for Canton-Galva as a fake to the right side. Just as I say that, Malby breaks out of the middle of the field and gets a first down. Kind of an interesting play there. Faked it to the fullback left from under center and then pulled it and ran right behind his pulling guard. Interesting play, but we'll get a first down, though, as Canton-Galva has moved on into Axtell Eagles territory. Ball is setting at the 36-yard line of Axtell now. Back to their own end zone. 3-man front for the Eagles and 2-by-3 in the backfield with Detweiler roam in the middle. 2 receivers by right. We're going to have a flag here and a false start by Canton-Galva. That's going to be penalty number 4 on the Eagles for Canton-Galva. And some mental mistake ones, too. Talked about it earlier. They started the game off with a delay of game, which was very interesting. Delay of game, now 2 false starts and a holding penalty have really stopped some of these drives for Canton-Galva, obviously to the light of the Axtell Eagles. The ball will move back to the other side of the 40-yard line. Ball's now setting at the 38-yard line of Canton-Galva. They're going to go 2 receivers, 1 split right, 1 to the left, 1 running back in the backfield. It's going to be a power right with the quarterback, Malby, as he's the near side. Good job there by Bussing, lowering the shoulders, putting a hit there on Malby, the quarterback. But he still picks up those 5 yards that were lost due to that false start. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 9 as actually he got 6 yards on that run. Ball back to the original line of down. Canton-Galva working with a little more tendency here now. Ball clock just rolled under 9:40 here to play in this second quarter. And I think we're going to have encroachment on the defense. That is going to be the call as the nose guard for the Eagles was a little too excited. Grant Bussing there, the 220 junior, wanted to get a little bit of an extra jump there, gave the free 5 yards to Canton-Galva as that's the first penalty on the Eagles here tonight. Now back to a little bit of that slower pace after that encroachment by the defense. We're going to go running back to the backfield, 2 receivers to the left, tight end to the right is Cohen, who caught that big early pass. It's going to be option left side as McManus found some room down that far side, all the way up into the 20-yard line of the Eagles. We're going to call the ball at the 15. So quick, I looked down once, and away he went. Just a quick option play there from Canton-Galva as that picks them up a first down. I don't know if the Eagles were ready for that one as well, as McManus was streaking across the formation, caught the little option pitch, picked up a first down now as the Canton-Galva Eagles are now in motion. Ball's going to set at the 21-yard line of Axtell. Clock just rolled under 9 minutes left to play here in this second quarter. 2 tight ends tight, 1 receiver right side. Here is McManus. It's going to be give down the middle. It's going to be Vincent right up the middle. The athlete gets some space. It's going to go inside the 10. Good enough, I believe, for a first down is Vincent. They're going to call, they called it a fumble, but it's going to be recovered by the Canton-Galva Eagles. The Axtell sideline here got a little crazy when the ball hit the ground, but down by contact and into the red zone. Inside the 10-yard line now, Canton-Galva knocking on the door. 8:50 left here to play in the second quarter. 12-0 leading are the Axtell Eagles. Canton-Galva looking to get something going here tonight. Had 1 drive get this far, but was stopped on the 4th down. The Axtell Eagles defense need to come up big here again. It's going to be Malby in the backfield, and if you didn't hear, ball went streaking past him on a bad snap. Thankfully for the senior quarterback for Canton-Galva, Garrett Malby was able to jump on it, dive on it, but here is another mistake for Canton-Galva. A mishandled snap as that's going to push them back outside the 10-yard line now. Ball's going to be even close. I'm going to say give it at the 13. We're going to call it the 14-yard line. So a loss of 4 yards there is going to bring up a 2nd down and 14 outside the 10-yard line. Canton-Galva is going to go 2 tight ends, 1 tight right, 1 tight left, 1 receiver right side, just like they had formation before. It's going to be Howard following his guard right side is Malby. Malby's got a host of blockers in front of him, fighting towards the goal line, reaching, and we're going to call it. They're calling it a touchdown. No signal from the ref yet. He dove, and we're going to call it short there of the touchdown. Ball's going to be at about the 6-yard line as Garrett Malby just reached his long 6'2" frame out there, almost was able to get the touchdown on that direct quarterback power. And now the Canton-Galva Eagles are in business. 3rd down and 1 at about the 6-yard line. Axtell bringing all them in up to the line. Everyone's inside the box. It's going to be power Maltby over the middle. Touchdown, Eagles. The senior Garrett Malby was able to follow his blockers down right behind his right guard. Quarterback, keeper, right up the middle, quarterback sneak, whatever you want to call it, gets them 6 points. 12-6 now as they look to cut into this Axtell lead.
Come on. Go.
Big defensive stop here for the Eagles as they weren't able to get it a moment ago. Not able to have the luck they were early on in this game. 2-point conversion now for Canton-Galva. It's going to be 2 running backs in the middle. Looks like some trickery as the quarterback goes away. It's going to go direct to Vincent. Vincent right up the middle as just wide open as a highway. Vincent was able to sneak through, get the 2-point conversion. Score brings us to 12-8. Axtell Eagles still leading Canton-Galva Eagles here on KNDY Radio at 95.5.
Little Joe's 66 service in Axtell is a proud supporter of Axtell schools and Axtell athletics. If you have automotive repair needs, call Joe at 785-736-2824. With satisfied customers from all over the area, Little Joe's 66 service is the place to turn for all of your automotive repair needs.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a muddy rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles.
Here in Axtell as Canton-Galva finally got on the board on a 1-yard touchdown run by quarterback Garrett Maltby. The athlete Jet Vincent just put in the 2-point conversion, making it 12-8 here. 7:04 left to play in the second quarter. 36-12, Thunder Ridge is leading Dighton in that other game. Looking like Thunder Ridge will be the opponent. The winner of this game will face next Saturday down in Newton for the right to be called the Division II or 8-man Division II state champion. So it's going to be Detweiler, it's not going to be Detweiler. It's going to be Smelsley back to return this one. There goes Detweiler back just as normal. Kicking off, TJ Cohen, the big tight end for Canton-Galva. He's going to boot it here left to right as now we've got ourselves a game. A little wobbler down the middle. Detweiler's going to reach on it, barely get his fingertips on it, but was able to control that ball. As he dove on the ground there, the ball kind of died once it hit this hard ground over here in Axtell. Snuck away from Detweiler a little bit, but able to control it. So Axtell's possession now will start at the 22-yard line on their side of the field, looking to extend this lead. 12-8, this is exactly the game I think we were thinking we were going to get. Took Canton-Galva a little bit to get their game going, but started rolling some quarterback towers there, kind of what Axtell did in the first quarter, and they finally get on the board. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left here as Detweiler looks back to pass. First straight back, he's going to look to run. He's got a man here near side. It's going to be caught and complete. That's going to be Eli Roxerman here near midfield. Ball's going to be called just at, I think, the 36-yard line. Good job there by Isaac Detweiler. Canton-Galva is only rushing 2 on that play. Isaac had a lot of time to set back there and examine the field. Rolled over to his left a little bit. Man came up, who's in a spy on him. Found that soft spot behind him, and first down Eagles as they're on the march. Ball's going to be put at the 36-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Running back in the backfield is Broxerman behind Detweiler. Ball near hash here as Axtell works right to left as we see it, south to north. Quick option far side is going to be pitched, giving to Schmelsley. Schmelsley breaks the tackle, and Schmelsley gets all the way up to the first down marker. Good running here tonight by the junior Brandon Schmelsley. Started off the game with some big defensive stops and has answered that back with both touchdowns here tonight for the Eagles. One on the receiving end of a 25-yard pass from Isaac Detweiler to Schmelsley. The other, a 2-yard walk-in touchdown run on a little flip sweep pass to the sophomore. Axtell in motion again on the other side of the field in Canton-Galva territory. Ball setting at, I believe, the 35-yard line. Detweiler looking back to pass, now run. Good job by Detweiler to get out of one tackle, but couldn't escape the hands of T.J. Cohen as the big 204 senior reached out those long calls from his defensive end position and was able to snag Isaac by the shoelaces, picking up only about 2 yards. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. Clock 6 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Axtell still leading 12-8 here on this chilly night in Axtell. A chilly night, but a clear night and a good night for football, as a good one is what we have got. Eagles in action here as they look to add on to their 12-8 score. Detweiler's going to look back to pass. He's going to fake it to his running back, but swing it middle just to the right of intended receiver Eli Broxterman, not able to come up with that pass, as that's going to bring up a 3rd down play. Haven't seen Axtell in 3rd downs all tonight, and honestly, really all year. They don't get in too many of these possessions. Very good at staying ahead of the change. But here they are for one time here tonight, the first time tonight. Let's see how they handle this situation. Not an incredible deficit, but a 3rd down and 8 they do need to overcome here. Ball is setting at the 32-yard line of Canton-Galva. Axtell looking to add to this 12-8 lead. It's going to be 2 receivers here left side. That's going to be Broxterman and Schmelsley in the backfield. It will be Evan Bussing. Bussing swings right as Detweiler looks that side. A little screen right up the middle. Good sneak screen there as catching that. That was Grady Bussing getting that catch close up towards the first down. I don't know if they're going to give him the first down, though, and it looks like they are. They're going to give him the first down. Good play called there by Coach Eric Detweiler and his coaching staff as Canton-Galva brought some pressure up the middle, but just a little screen to the tight end. Grady Bussing, drop your lineman, let the tight end run behind them, and away we go. Axtell gets themselves a first down, moves the ball up towards the 23-yard line. Clock continuing to roll. 5 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Axtell leading 12-8. Isaac Detweiler steps up on the quarterback draw. Good job there by Detweiler, sidestepping one tackler, breaking another one, gets it up close to the first down. And here we go. Axtell in position again, ahead of the stick. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 1, 2nd down and 2, I think is what we're going to call it here. As Axtell's knocking on the door. Ball inside the 15 of Canton-Galva. Far hash for the Eagles as they look to extend this small margin of a lead. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Running back in the backfield is Evan Bussing, the senior. Of course, senior running mate Isaac Detweiler behind him. It's going to be a handoff wide open left side. 5-10 runs into a blocker there. That was Eli Broxterman who got the swing and the pitch, not able to get towards or across the goal line. Oh, so close he was. Down to, I think, the 3 or 2 yard line is going to be Axtell, but a good job there by Broxterman as he found the seam. Axtell had blockers on that far side. Broxterman was able to break a tackle, find that seam, and sneak all the way up to the 2 yard line. Axtell knocking on the door again. Didn't take him long to get all the way down the field. About 6 plays, and here we are. Ball inside the 5, ball at the 2 yard line. Axtell leading 12-8 now. They look to extend this lead. 4:03 left to play here in the second quarter. It's going to be option right side. Isaac fakes it. Isaac runs in for a touchdown. Isaac Detweiler, the super senior, faked the pitch to the right side, lowered that shoulder, plowed through a defender, and brought another touchdown to the board. Good job there by the senior, Isaac Detweiler. Like I said, they've been running kind of that speed pitch option. They really like that play. And the last 2 times, the end man has taken the running back, the option man in that thing, but Axtell's still been able to get some yards. This time, Detweiler kept it and got the touchdown. Quick pass there to Brandon Schmelsley as Axtell adds on the 2-point conversion. It's going to be 20-8. We're heading into our break. Axtell leading 28, 3:58 left to play here on KNDY Radio at 95.5.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it into the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, spray and bed liners, sandblasting, dealer and installer of B&W hitches and drop and lock hitches. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
Your hometown partner with any do-it-yourself project is Hometown Lumber of Marysville and Axtell Lumber of Axtell. Serving the community for over 20 years, expert knowledge accompanied by a helpful smile and reassuring handshake will tell you you're in the right place. With all your building needs, they are ready to help you. Stocked with a full line of lumber and hardware to go along with tools, plumbing supplies, paint, and lawn and garden, you'll leave knowing you've made the right choice by stopping at Axtell Lumber and Hometown Lumber in Marysville.
Back here in Axtell as the Eagles have extended their lead now 20-8. On the other end of the bracket, Thunder Ridge is leading Dighton 36-12 now late in the third quarter. So it looks like Thunder Ridge will possibly move on to the state championship. Of course, the winner of this game here will go on to play in that game next Saturday down in Newton. Axtell looking to roll back-to-back state championships and undefeated here in 8-man Division II. And looking pretty good here tonight. 4 minutes left to play before halftime. Axtell leading 20-8. This defense has been pretty stout. They held Canton-Galva really good on the first two plays. Canton-Galva was able to move the ball just a moment ago, but that is to be expected with both teams here averaging close to 60 points a game on the season. Good job there, far side, and great tackle there by Grady Bussing at his cornerback position as a little 5-yard hitch was complete, but quickly stopped there by the junior Grady. Good wrap-up there on the athletic Vincent for Canton-Galva. So kind of what we've seen so far today. Canton-Galva just kind of nickel and diming it, trying to just get down the field methodically, control this clock. The trailing here 20-8. You're going to have to see what the halftime adjustments are going to be made here for Canton-Galva. Going to be two receivers, one left, one right. Receiver in left goes in motion, leaves single tight end there. We're either going to have an encroachment or we're going to have a false start. One of the two here. Let's see what we're going to call. And we're going to call it a false start on the offense for Canton-Galva. So I think their third false start penalty already in this first half, as mental mistakes for the Eagles have not boded well for their offensive prowess. Not able to get anything going here in this game. And self-inflicted wounds might just be the story of tonight for this Canton-Galva offense. So after a 5-yard pass completion and pickup, that's going to bring up second down and 10. 5 yards goes right back to Axtell. Just under 3 minutes left to play here in halftime. It's going to be empty backfield for quarterback Maltby. 3 receivers left as now Vincent goes left to right motion. Ball's on the ground as Vincent drops it but picks it back up. Good job there by the Eagles to corral him, as he's going to only pick up 1 or 2. We've got a flag on the play, probably going to be on the defense, it's looking like. But boy, a scary thought there for the Canton-Galva Eagles as the ball just went off the hands of Jet Vincent, hit the ground, able to pick it back up and pick up a yard or 2. But let's see what this penalty is here. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one. Face mask called on the Axtell Eagles. I believe that's going to be an automatic first down, as that would have had Canton-Galva deep in their own end. Actually, second down. Have to refresh my football playbook here. Brings up a second down and 5, second down and 4, I think is what we're going to call it. Clock continuing to run, 2:30 left to play. Axtell leading 20-8, but Canton-Galva, we're going to call it kind of on the move. Ball's going to be at their own 22-yard line as they look to get something going here before half. Of course, Canton-Galva did receive the first half kick, so it's going to be Axtell that's going to come out of halftime with this ball. It's going to be a run right side and absolutely nothing doing for Canton-Galva as the Axtell Eagles front three has been absolutely dominant here in this game in the first half. Good job here near side by the lengthy Owen Strothman, reaching his long paw out there and getting a hand on the running back. I believe that was Nordstrom. As now that brings up a third down and short. 3rd down and 2, clock continuing to run. Looks to be not a lot of urgency, though, on the Canton-Galva sideline. 2 receivers tight, 1 each side. Running back in the backfield is Nordstrom. 1 receiver here, split side. They're going to give it to Nordstrom. Bouncing off a tackle. Good job by Nordstrom, though. Had him dead to rights in the backfield. Did the Axtell defense, but the tough running of the senior just would not go down. Took all 166 of him to get out of that tackle, and he needed it. Timeout, Canton-Galva. We're going to take it back with them. Be back in 60 seconds here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
In order to succeed, an organization needs to have a commitment to honesty, integrity, and teamwork. These 3 core values dictate everything they do at Ag Partners Co-op. When Ag Partners recommends to their growers certain practices, products, or services, it's because they know them and stand behind them. Going the extra mile, working after hours, helping producers when they need it. Call Ag Partners Co-op in Seneca, St. Mary's, or Hiawatha to become a part of their family. Ag Partners, your partners in ag, with honesty, integrity, and teamwork.
Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics has opened enrollment for spring 2023 classes, continuing to offer the energy-packed tumbling, cheer, dance, and jazz classes for ages 18 months to 18 years. Enrollment ends January 2nd. Visit Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics Facebook page for enrollment information.
It's a chilly night here in Axtell, but the hot chocolate is keeping us warm, and so is this game. Eagles leading 20-8. Canton-Galva just took their second time out of the half as they look to cut into this lead. It's going to be fake pitch here near side. First deep shot of the game. It's going to go far side, way out of bounds and incomplete. Good job there defensively by the Eagles as Bussing was in coverage there, but ball was out of bounds regardless, forced the receiver out of bounds. So with this Canton-Galva offense that comes in averaging 55 points a game, has put up 8 here so far in this first half, to be attributed to this Axtell defense, obviously. And every unit is playing good, but the front three for the Axtell Eagles is doing very well here today, controlling the run game and getting pressure on all-athlete quarterback Garrett Maltby, who has over 1,500 passing yards on the season, to go along with over 500 rushing yards. So an explosive player in the backfield, they're going to need to watch. Trips right side here, 1 far left. It's going to be Maltby in the backfield all alone. Man goes in motion. That's going to be Vincent. It's going to be fake to Vincent as we're going to look to take a shot again. We're going to have a late flag here near the line of scrimmage. Pass was incomplete on that second down play, so I guess it would be 3rd down. We'll see here. It's going to be another holding on the offense. So Axtell so far tonight has had 1 penalty. I wish I would be keeping track of Canton-Galva. I think that's number 6 so far already tonight. 6 or 7, probably for about a total of 70 yards field position Canton-Galva has given up on penalties here just in the first half. We're not even the second half action yet. Canton-Galva already has 7 penalties in this sub-state game. So that's going to make it even more difficult for the Eagles of Canton-Galva, of course, as they are now going to be in a 2nd down and 20 situation. Ball deep in their own end zone, or deep in their own territory. Ball's going to be at the 23-yard line, working left to right here. Plays coming in from the sideline quite slow. Got to make sure we're going to get it right. It's going to be 2 receivers left. Running back in the backfield is going to be Nordstrom. It's going to be Melby in the backfield. He's going to look left to that trip side. Good pressure there as he hits a streaking receiver down the middle. It's going to be Cason Montre. Cason Montre across midfield, now all the way down to the 20-yard line. Boy, there's some wheels on that kid. Cason Mastery, this 163 senior, caught the ball at the, I'd say about the 40-yard line and just scampered another 15 yards, outran about 3 Axtell defenders on his way to a 1st down. So that completely flips the field around. Now you kind of have to look at clock. 1:05 left to play. Runner did go out of bounds, so ball will stop. But Canton-Galva looking to cut into this Axtell lead. Of course, Axtell will receive the ball coming out of halftime, I believe, already leading 20-8 here in this 2nd quarter. Needing a big defensive stop here from the Axtell Eagles as they're going to go with their 3-by-5 set. Two receivers left for Canton-Galva, one in the backfield. It's going to be pressure again by Strothman as he's going to get to the quarterback. Ball's out late, think he was down. They're going to call him down, but the long arms of Owen Strothman came around this far side. See that happening from the get-go as that's going to be a sack for the Eagles. That's going to force a timeout to be taken by Canton-Galva as Axtell's leading 20-8. We're going to take it with them, be back here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
Don't have time to stop by a bank to open an account? No problem. With United Bank and Trust, we make it easy by bringing our bank to you. Whether you're at home, at work, or anywhere you have access to a computer, simply go to ubankonline.com and click on the Open an Account icon. Save time by opening an account online with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC.
Just like our area athletes work each day in practice to perform at their best in the big game, the staff at Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, work daily to provide the best parts and service experience when you need it most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. We know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one. Bruna Implement Company, since 1947.
In basketball action, if you're looking for the Kansas Jayhawks, they are at halftime leading 41-39 against Southern Utah. 2-point game there. Here we have an exciting one just as well. Second down and 13, 22-8, Axtell Eagles leading. That's going to be Strothman up the middle. Long arms could not quite ring in the quarterback. Down far side, it's going to be towards the end zone. Caught and touchdown. Jet Vincent with an amazing catch here near side. I want to talk about the throw, though, from Garrett Maltby as Strothman absolutely brought the house there, about got to the quarterback, couldn't quite reach out and grab him as now Strothman rolled his ankle. He's going to have to come out. But that throw there by Garrett Maltby rolling to the right, throws an absolutely dart to the back right corner of the end zone. Jet Vincent able to pull that one in as now we have a 20-14 game here, just under a minute left to play here in this quarter. Canton-Galva is going to go for 2. It's going to be power left side. Let's see if they get it. They do. It's going to be a 2-point conversion. Cuts the lead to 20-16. Axtell still leading by 4. Chance to get points, though. 44 seconds left to play in the half. We'll be right back on KNDY Radio 95.5.
Anyone can sell you soybean seed. Channel Seedsman place product to perform. With Channel XtendFlex soybeans and Channel Roundup Ready 2 Extend soybeans, you'll get the superior weed control you want and the high yield potential you need. Make the most of next season with the Roundup Ready Extend crop system and expert recommendations from Channel Seedsman. Ask a seedsman in your area for recommendations for your fields. Check with your state pesticide regulatory agency for specific restrictions in your state. Always read and follow pesticide label directions.
At Kramer Oil, they know you have options when it comes to a propane provider, but why call an out-of-town company when Kramer Oil is local, reliable, and flexible? Personal attention and propane when you need it, where you need it, along with convenient text ordering options. New customers get 10 cents off per gallon on their first delivery. Contact them by calling or texting 785-562-2466. The Kramer Oil family, serving your family since 1976.
Back to receive this kickoff, it will be Isaac Detweiler, and Brandon Schmelsley, the ever dangerous running back quarterback duo for the Eagles. Canton-Galva making it a game here at half. Just got a late touchdown, 40 seconds left to play in the quarter, 44 left to play in the corner there, as now our score is 20-16 after the 2-point conversion is good on the 2-yard run from Garrett Melby. So the Axtell defense was looking good early on in that game. A high punt. Jeez, that went about 28 yards up in the air. Good return here there by Bussing. Bussing's got a lane here near side. He's got up 30. Now there's a 35. That's going to be a late hit flag into the Axtell sideline as Eric Detweiler is absolutely irate at that hit. Good job there by Brandon Schmelzing. I think he's going to be the name I've called the most here after this first half once we listen to it. He did a good job. Took it all the way from the far side. Got a block here in the middle, brought it here near side towards the sideline, went out of bounds. Late hit, personal foul, another penalty on Canton-Galva, as that's going to be 8 or 9, I believe, so far on the night, as Axtell, with this high-scoring offense, is going to be put in excellent field position. Penalty happened at the 30-yard line. I believe it's a 10-yard walk-off, so that's going to move the ball up to the 15-yard line, excuse me. So that's going to go inside Canton-Galva territory. 37 seconds left to work with Isaac Detweiler and his team. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left, running back in the backfield. It's going to be Brocksterman. 37 seconds left, ball at the 35-yard line of Canton-Galva. 3-man rush with a spy on Isaac. Pass down the middle, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Grady Bussey. I don't think I've seen a prettier ball thrown in high school football this year, folks, as Isaac Detweiler absolutely threaded it down the seam to his intended receiver just off the fingertips there. Going to bring up a second down, but the shot you were looking to take, I believe, probably coming out of this half, even if they would have been stopped at the 30-yard line, still think, of course, they have the ability to score, and I know Coach Eric Detweiler believes in his boys to do it, too. 2 receivers right, 1 left, running back in the backfield will be Schmelzley. Look at the flow off the fingertips of the intended receiver. Actually went off a defensive back there, went off the fingertips of Lane McManus as probably the first, let's say, errant throw for Isaac Detweiler was right there, almost an interception. So he goes from throwing an absolute dime that wasn't caught to almost throwing, I don't want to call it a pick six, but it would have been pretty close. Green grass would have been in front of McManus if he would have came down with that one. But brings down a third down now, 3rd down and 10. Ball at the 35-yard line, 27 seconds left to play here in half. Axtell still leading 20-16. As Canton-Galva was able to get a touchdown just 20 seconds ago that brought it to where we stood. Empty back wheel for Detweiler, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now Bussing's going to go in motion to the left as well. He's going to run a little swing route. There he finds Bussing down to the first down line. Bussing breaks a tackle, gets a first down there as Axtell's going to get a timeout. Timeout, Axtell. We're going to take it with them. They're on the move. Be right back to Sub-State Football here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
Honeyman Auto Sales and Service. Drive by or check inventory online at honeymanauto.com. You can even schedule a test drive online as well. With lots of choices, Honeyman works to make yours the best buying experience with customer service a top priority. Competitive pricing, knowledgeable staff, and superior customer service right here at home. With a full service shop and a selection of both cars and trucks in all price ranges, see Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, East Pony Express Highway, Marysville, today.
It's service you can always trust at Sink Gordon & Associates in Waterville and Marysville. Their experience in all matters of farm, business, and individual income tax planning and preparation, estates and trust, accounting and payroll services too. Call Chad Parker in Waterville at 363-2263 or Aaron Wright in Marysville at 562-3858. Sink Gordon & Associates, comprehensive and innovative accounting in Northeast Kansas since 1946.
The Axtell Eagles are on the move. Ball is going to be at the 22-yard line. It's a day of twos. Ball at the 22, 22 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. Axtell leading 20-16, but knocking on the door, looking to get their touchdown back that they just gave up here moments ago to Canton-Galva right before quarter. Big loss here for the Eagles as we're watching Owen Strothman, the lengthy 215 senior, wobble off here. I believe he rolled his ankle. His night looks to be done. Defensive end for the Eagles will be done. I believe Landon Schmelzley, the freshman, looking to come in for him. It's going to be Detweiler on offense, though. Flips it towards the back of the end zone. Thankfully, no one was there. And I say thankfully because the closest defender or the closest receiver was about 3 Canton-Galva defenders as Detweiler got blitzed up the left side and just was able to get the ball away before he had to tuck that away. So evading pressure and getting out of a tough situation there was Isaac Detweiler. Now we have 2nd down and 10, 18 seconds left to play, looking for shots at the end zone. 22 seconds left, 18 seconds left, ball at the 22-yard line. Detweiler by himself. We're going to run a fake screen. Pressure coming to his right now. Needs to step out of it. Throws off his back foot to the near corner. Throws it up. It's going to be incomplete. Was looking for Eli Brocksterman here near side. Kind of funky little play there by Isaac as he looked to throw the fake screen here near side. Held it back and just wasn't quite comfortable letting that one go. A lot of pressure coming off his right side. Had to throw that off his back foot. Another one, thankfully, that wasn't picked off. So an opportunity again for Axtell. 10 seconds left. Axtell believes still has 2 timeouts, leading 20-16. Ball still setting at the 22. Axtell will receive the ball coming out of half, I believe. It's going to be Smelsley in motion. They're going to hand it off to Smelsley. He's going to look for a side. Now reverses field again. Started off right, now comes back left. Smelsley up to the 15. Almost gets out of bounds. Wasted, I don't want to say wasted. Used a bunch of time there, though, as we get a timeout with 2 seconds left. I think we took a timeout. We did. We're going to take it, too, real quick before this last play of half. You're listening to Sub-State Football here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
Your hometown partner with any do-it-yourself project is Hometown Lumber of Marysville and Axtell Lumber of Axtell. Serving the community for over 20 years, expert knowledge accompanied by a helpful smile and reassuring handshake will tell you you're in the right place. With all your building needs, they are ready to help you. Stocked with a full line of lumber and hardware to go along with tools, plumbing supplies, paint, and lawn and garden, you'll leave knowing you've made the right choice by stopping at Axtell Lumber and Hometown Lumber in Marysville.
Sunflower Community Credit Union recognizes that members' health, both personal and financial, is top priority. In order to make your banking a completely safe experience, they're proud to now offer drive-in convenience, Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5:30, Saturday, 8:30 till noon. Lending can be done remotely as well. Contact their friendly loan officers at 562-3741. New members always welcome. Call, go online, or drop by Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville for more details. Caring about your personal and financial health, Sunflower Community Credit Union.
Huge play here in Axtell. 2 seconds left to play. Eagles looking to get their touchdown back. It's going to go on the shoulders of Detweiler. They're actually going to run in reverse. It's going to be Smelsley down the right side. Everyone's there, though, as Smelsley tries to run, but good job there by Canton-Galva. One side of this bracket is already set as Thunder Ridge is leading Dighton 50-12 in that game, and the next game in that bracket was 1/2 away. Axtell Eagles leading the Canton-Galva Eagles 20-16 after 1 half of football. We'll be back after halftime here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
Haymakers like you told us what they want from a self-propelled windrower, and New Holland listened. Visit Can-Equip in Marysville and see the result. The high productivity, high precision, high performance Speed Rower Plus, featuring the industry's fastest speeds, drive-by-wire controls, PLM solutions, and our most comfortable ride ever. It'll help you mow more hay in a day faster and with greater precision. Stop by Can-Equip in Marysville and put big new pluses to work in your hay operation.
KNDY has been your sports leader of local teams since the days of leather helmets. Well, okay, not that long, but since the days before the Blue Valley and Nemaha Valley Leagues combined, for over 40 years, KNDY has been your source for scores, interviews, and live play-by-play action of your favorite teams all season long. The game and technology may have changed, but our coverage remains the same. KNDY, your area sports leader, on air, online, and on our mobile app.
The State Bank in Axtell is synonymous with quality and integrity in the banking business. Financing for your home, for your farm, or your small business. Contact the loan officers if you need money, or if you're putting money away for something special, or just saving for a rainy day. Visit with the professionals at the State Bank of Axtell. They're federally insured, member FDIC, the State Bank of Axtell.
Double the joy! Double the joy! Double the joy!
Ho, ho, ho! We're doubling the joy this holiday season at Blue Valley Technologies. Refer a friend, and you get $40, and they get $40. Refer as many friends and family members as you can before the end of the year, and the credits will show up on your Blue Valley bill. Visit bluevalley.net/double the joy today.
Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Here in Axtell, Kansas, 8-man Division II sub-state football is at halftime as the Eagles of Axtell are leading the Eagles of Canton-Galva 20-16. Started off with Axtell jumping out to a 20-12 run thanks to the legs and the tough running of sophomore running back Brandon Schmelsley as he hauled in a 25-yard touchdown pass from Isaac Detweiler and then answered back in the second quarter with a 2-yard touchdown run of his own. Canton-Galva got on the board there in the second quarter with 7 minutes left to go. A 1-yard touchdown run by do-it-all quarterback Garrett Mulby. Axtell got that touchdown back with just under 4 minutes left to play in the quarter on a pass from Detweiler to Brocksterman. But right before halftime, 44 seconds left to play, Canton-Galva snuck a score in there, a 25-yard touchdown pass from Mulby to his tight end, DJ Cohen, as that brought our score to 20-6 here in Axtell. It's a chilly night, but it's been a well-played game. Canton-Galva has shot themselves in the foot multiple times with some penalties. Axtell able to capitalize on that, and defense holding great. Both teams come in averaging over 50 points a game, and here we sit at 20-16, just what we expected on a cold November night here in Northeast Kansas. We're going to take a quick timeout as well. You're going to have news, weather, and sports coming up, but don't go far. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with second half action for 8-man Division II football here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
Updates tonight. Axtell leading Canton-Galva in our broadcast feature. Axtell 20, Canton-Galva 16 at the half. Thunder Ridge on the bottom of the bracket leads Dighton late in the game. Thunder Ridge 36, Dighton 12. Nemaha Central leading Sabetha 8-7 at the half. Kansas and Southern Utah tied 53 all. They're midway through the second half. Archives of all this season's sports broadcasts are available as a podcast for your free download on the Sunflower State Radio website. Find the KNDY Sports Rewind option on the podcast tab at Sunflower State Radio, and you can download for replay or save for future use. All high school football games, including Marysville and Twin Valley League play, and the state volleyball matches with Valley Heights and Hanover are online. KNDY Radio and SunflowerStateRadio.com.
Axtell Eagles are leading the Canton-Galva Eagles 20-6 here in Axtell. It is a chilly night for football, but we are surviving. We've got through one half, second half, just about ready to get here underway. Of course, Canton-Galva got here with wins over Hanover 2 weeks ago and a win against Lebo last week. Axtell got here with wins against Hutchinson Christian Central 2 weeks ago and then a win against Osborne last week. Of course, the winner here will go on to battle Thunder Ridge for your 8-man Division II state championship. Of course, a lot on the line here for Axtell as they are looking to go back-to-back state champions and, of course, back-to-back undefeated seasons for the first time in school history. How we got here, Axtell leading 20-16. It was the Evan Bussing show from the get-go, Brandon Schmelsley is the one who took the reins in that first quarter. A 25-yard touchdown reception from Isaac Detweiler and then a 2-yard touchdown run in the second quarter for Schmelsley as Axtell jumped out to the 12-0 lead. After two failed fourth down attempts, Canton-Galva was able to get on the board with a 1-yard touchdown run from do-it-all quarterback Garrett Malby, as putting in the 2-point conversion was Jet Vincent. Axtell got a touchdown back on a 2-yard pass from Detweiler to Brocksterman, but right before quarter break, with 44 seconds left to play in the half, Canton-Galva got another one on a beautiful 25-yard touchdown pass from Malby to Jet Vincent. Vincent put in the 2-point conversion. So 20-6 here in Axtell. 3 minutes to go until second half kicks off. Axtell will receive the kick going into second half action. We're going to take one more break, but we'll be back here in Axtell, Kansas, as we look to crown a sub-state winner here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
Quality, integrity, durability, the values that make Landall stand out above the rest. Landall Company offers stable employment with growth opportunities, excellent wages, and a benefit package that includes profit sharing, $2 per hour shift differential, 4% attendance bonus, fuel allowance to drive to work, weekly paychecks, comprehensive insurance package with $500 deductible, and much more. Learn more. Apply online at landall.com. Phone 785-562-5381. EEO Vets and Disability Welcome.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
For engineered roof and floor trusses, call on Axtell Truss. 12 to 80-foot span. Complete hip, cathedral, and floor systems using only the best SYP available. Delivered to your site undamaged on a roll-off trailer. Manufactured locally at Axtell Truss on U.S. Highway 36, 2 miles west of K110 between Seneca and Marysville. Phone 785-736-2291.
The answer is yes. SBS.
Have you been shopping for insurance or financial services lately? There are so many choices today, so many decisions to make. Luckily, there's SBS Insurance Agency to help make your decisions easier. As your local insurance provider, they've been coming up with custom solutions for over 40 years. Make the right decision. Call your local SBS Insurance Agency today. Nationwide is on your side.
SBS Insurance, the home team. The answer is yes.
Take me out to the ball game.
20-16 is the halftime score here. 8-man Division II sub-state game. The right to face Thunder Ridge in our 2022-2023 8-man Division II state championship next Saturday down in Newton. Of course, mentioned it time and time before. Axtell is vying for back-to-back state championships and back-to-back undefeated seasons. Of course, facing teams here in this region is nothing new for Canton-Galva as they defeated Hanover 2 weeks ago to get to this spot here. So a familiar, I guess, territory they are playing, but a whole different style of football that Axtell's played. And we were talking a little bit before, me and the guys up here in the booth. If you want some good football, boy, this Nemaha County was the place to be this year. Of course, Sabetha is facing Seneca tonight, Nemaha Central there in a playoff game. You have Axtell playing here tonight with the right to go to the state championship. And then just down the road, Centralia in 1A, of course, is still playing football. And, of course, just across the border in Pawnee, the 6-man state championship is going on tonight up in Nebraska. And an interesting little stat there. Pawnee is coached by former Axtell Eagles coach Scott Bromhall, who was here before Eric Detweiler took over 10 years ago. So Scott now up in Pawnee doing what he did here in Axtell, and that's winning. Eric Detweiler, in his own right, one of the most winningest coaches here in Axtell history, as they look to go back-to-back here for the second year in a row. But a tough test and a tough second half we have ahead of us. Axtell, of course, will receive this second-half kickoff. Got to switch ends here as we get confused, but we have 24 minutes until we crown a sub-state champion. So in that first half, it was the Axtell defense in that first quarter. Didn't allow a point up until 7 minutes left to play in the second quarter. The all-purpose quarterback, Garrett Malby, could not get anything going for Canton-Galva, but eventually did there in the second quarter. The offense started flowing a little bit, but on this cold and chilly night, you kind of expected how it to go. Not a barn burner by any means. Both teams like to score. Both teams score over 60 points a game on the season. So here he set 20-16, a little bit low scoring, but the weather has taken a little bit of a factor. A side note of mention and a big loss for the Axtell Eagles. Mentioned it right before halftime. The lengthy arms of Owen Strothman will not be available tonight for the rest of the game. The 215 senior will be sidelined with a rolled ankle for the rest of the evening. Remember 2 weeks ago when I was here calling that Hutchinson Central game. He did the same thing on that same ankle, must have re-aggravated it. 20 to fly. Oh, here goes down the sideline. As I'm calling it, it's going to be Brandon Smelsley taking off that return. I kind of didn't call it because he was caught dead to rights at about the 15-yard line, but Smelsley snuck through that backfield and got it all the way up to the 40-yard line for the Eagles. So on the special team side, I'm going to go ahead and say the Eagles have actually won it here tonight. That's a second good return by Smelsley. He had run just before that gave Axtell an opportunity even to put points up on the board with only 30 seconds left to go here in half. Ball is back to rolling. We have second half action underway as the Eagles look to add to this 20-16 lead. Detweiler's going to keep it up the middle on kind of a broken play. Fumble ball was out. We're going to call it Canton-Galva ball. I thought Detweiler was down, but Canton-Galva's going to get the ball there as Isaac Detweiler had the ball sneak out of his arms. Big turnover for Canton-Galva as they get excellent opportunity here at midfield. One of the first mistakes I think I've seen Isaac Detweiler make all season long. Of course, coming into this game, you can, might drop the ball here or there on a fumble, but only thrown one interception all season, no fumbles. That's the first one here of the night. One thing that stuck out with both these teams is they don't turn the ball over. Ball might hit the ground, but a lot of times they fall back onto it. Here we are right out of half. Unfortunate for Detweiler as the ball hits the ground. Canton-Galva is going to get a chance now. Only trailing by 4. It's going to be in the backfield is Melby with Norston behind him. Down to the right side, it's going to be one receiver tied into that same side. Melby's going to run power to that side, and he's going to get up close to the first down. Good, powerful running there by Garrett Mulby as he gets close to a first down for Canton-Galva. So a golden opportunity for the Eagles squandered away coming out of half, of course, leading 20-16, up by 4. A touchdown would have made it 10. 2 points there would have made it 12. But a fumble by Isaac Detweiler coughs up the ball and goes back to Canton-Galva. So it's going to be Canton-Galva now with the second down and 5. It's going to be straight power for the right side. Jet Vincent, who came in motion, and going to sneak by and get the first down. Just if it has the feeling you hear that turnover was absolutely big. On a cold night like tonight, you need a jolt of energy. And unfortunately, Canton-Galva got it great there with that fumble by Isaac Detweiler. Now back-to-back first downs as we have a first down and 10. Ball on the 29 of Axtell. This defense that was so stout in the first half needing to find an answer here. They drop the defensive lineman with Owen Strothman out, go with an extra linebacker, bring the pressure off the right side, pass is incomplete into the hands of the chain gang over there. Almost caught the ball, but it's going to be incomplete. So with that loss of senior Owen Strothman, the lengthy senior here on the defensive end, Eric Detweiler deciding to change it up a little bit here at halftime. He's going to go with 2 down linemen. That's going to be Grant Bussing and Sawyer Dieters there, 220 and 265 respectively. Bring in another linebacker. Not sure who yet exactly it was. Looks like number 2, Landon Schmitz, got in the game, the 135 freshman. There it is up the middle, a power for quarterback. Maltby getting the quarterback power there. Number 16, Brandon Smelsley, comes up with the stop, bringing up a third down and long. So after that unfortunate fumble from Isaac Detweiler and giving up a first down, this Axtell defense looking to stiffen here. Third down and 7, ball on the 26-yard line of the Axtell Eagles. Canton-Galva taking their time like they did early on in that first half. They like to get set to the line and then take some time and see what the defense is in and then call their play. It's going to be single running back to the left of quarterback. One receiver split right. Receiver goes in motion. That will be Vincent. And it's going to be Vincent with the keeper on the right side. 5-10 touchdown, Jet Vincent. Boys, the speed is there tonight for the senior. Of course, transferred in from Wheatland Grinnell last season. Axtell faced him last year in the state championship, but he got the better of the Eagles there as he scampered away for a 22-yard touchdown run. That's going to make it 22-20 as Axtell Eagles trail for first time here tonight in this game. Receiver is wide open on the left side. Axtell Eagles defense gets set now with the receiver Vincent there. shotgun formation is going to be Canton-Galva. It's going to be Maltby in the backfield along the Nordstrom to his right. Maltby looking back to pass, going to roll right, throw near side towards the goal line, slip and fell. It's going to be good. Canton-Galva takes the lead on the Isaac Detweiler turnover, 24-20. Canton-Galva leading Axtell. We're going to take a 60-second. We'll be right back here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
For all of your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and excavation services, there's only one call to make. Eagle HVAC and Heating. Formerly Dave's Hardware in Axtell, the guys at Eagle HVAC and Heating look forward to continuing the success they've built over the years. Offering all heating, ventilation, air conditioning needs, as well as carrying a wide variety of name-brand appliances. They do plumbing and electrical, as well as excavation service. Give Eagle HVAC and Heating a call today in Axtell.
Little Joe's 66 service in Axtell is a proud supporter of Axtell schools and Axtell athletics. If you have automotive repair needs, call Joe at 785-736-2824. With satisfied customers from all over the area, Little Joe's 66 service is the place to turn for all of your automotive repair needs.
Here in Axtell, Kansas, as the Eagles of Axtell trail for the first time tonight to Canton-Galva, 20-24. Coming right out of half, Axtell had the ball, received the kickoff, got a late hit there, penalty on Canton-Galva, moved the ball up, and on the second offensive possession, senior quarterback Isaac Detweiler put the ball on the ground, turned it over to Canton-Galva, and just like that, Canton-Galva, who was trailing 20-16 at half, now leads 20-14, and Axtell will play from behind. 9:45 left to play here in this third quarter. Plenty of game left. It is 8-man. One play can make or break this game. Let's see what kind of humdiggity we got going on here in this second half. It's going to be Bussing, who has absolutely been busy and been great on the returns here tonight. Sneaks away from 2 or 3 tackles as Brandon Smelsley gets the ball up to the 31-yard line. Good return there by the sophomore. Smelsley called his name a lot here tonight, but he has absolutely warranted it. Talked about it early on in the game. 2 touchdowns, 2 offensive touchdowns for Axtell, both by Smelsley. A lot of good defensive stuff from the duo of Smelsley and Detweiler, but now the Eagles play from behind. Will be interesting to see. Of course, neither of these teams, I don't want to say haven't played competition all year, but both teams have only had one game go into the fourth quarter. Of course, Axtell's first game of the season down at Perryville went into the fourth quarter. Axtell ended up winning that one handily, 82-38. Of course, just a week ago, they did face Osborne. That was a 52-6 win, and that did go into the fourth quarter as well. But for both these teams coming in at 11-0, that means you handle business throughout the season. So a lot of 45-point games for this team. I don't know. I would be surprised if Axtell's even trailed at any point in this season. And here they are trailing 24-20, 9 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Ball is moving, though. 2nd down and 5. They're going to work from left to right here. It's going to be Detweiler barking out calls as it's going to be Smelsley right behind him directly in the backfield. 2 receivers, 1 left, 1 right. That's going to be Grady Bussing and Eli Brocksterman. We're going to go late pitch here, left side all the way up to the 30, and they're going to call him out. Boy, that far receiver, Eli Brocksterman, had green grass to go, and one guy to beat could have beat him, but he stepped out of bounds right after half-yard line there. Or midfield strike, as now the ball is going to be in Canton-Galva territory on that good 7-yard pitch and catch to pick up a first down for Axtell. So we'll have to see how this turnover affects. I don't think it will affect the play calling, but that might be a game you could look back and you say, boy, if we had an extra possession here or there, that might be one for Axtell they want back. But a good job now working. First down and 10, trailing by 4. Going to be Bussing going in motion. Good pick up there by the blitz. Detweiler breaks. Detweiler left side. Detweiler first down 20. Detweiler over across the 20, and a good scramble there by the senior quarterback, Isaac Detweiler. Canton-Galva doesn't bring a lot of pressure, but decide to bring some pressure to the right of Isaac Detweiler there. And if you're going to bring pressure, probably don't want to bring it to the eyesight line of your quarterback, but they did. Detweiler snuck away to the left, skimpered down for about a 15-yard run, as now Axtell, here we are in business. Ball right at the 20-yard line. Yep, we're going to call it the 20-yard line, first down and go. First down to go. Two receivers right here. Running back in the backfield will be Smelsley. Smelsley goes in motion as we're going to swing it out here on the screen. Smelsley's got a lane, and ball's going to get up towards the 10. Close to a first down mark there. Good job there by Smelsley. Believe that was number 4, Jet Vincent, who came streaking across the field and stopped Smelsley short of the goal line, but a first down nonetheless, as ball's going to be inside the 10-yard line for the Axtell Eagles. Just a quick little halfback pass is all it took there to get a first down, and now Axtell is in motion. 2 right, 1 left, goes in motion is Broxterman. They're going to flip it to Broxterman as he looks to get the edge. Good block there on the edge. Diving, touchdown, Eli Broxterman. Number 10, Eli Broxterman with the 8-yard touchdown run as Axtell now jumps out in front 26-24. We have got a game now here. It has been the sophomore running back duo of Eli Broxterman and Brandon Schmelsley tonight, not carrying the load, but they are getting all the credit here tonight, and Axtell has needed every inch that they have presented. 2-point conversion, 8 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Trips to the left. Now we're going to make it both to each side. Detweiler straight looks back, looks for his back. 1 cut, 2 cuts into the end zone. Diving is Schmelsley. 2-point conversion good from Detweiler to Schmelsley as Axtell now leads by 4, 28-24. We're going to take a break. Be back here in 60 seconds on KNDY Radio 95.5.
B&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-frame buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. B&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. B&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. B&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a money rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles.
Axtell Eagles have regained the lead, 28-24 here in Axtell. Across the border in Nebraska, Pawnee City is trailing Parkview 36-12. Of course, catch all scores and highlights on the State Farm post-game show coming up here after this game. If you are looking for KU basketball, we will get to that just as soon as this game gets over. Have score updates here in just a little bit. Kick goes out of the back of the end zone, and so Canton-Galva will start with field position at their 15. So that is exactly, I think, the offensive possession you needed to see from this Axtell team. Of course, Detweiler fumbled the ball on the second play of halftime there. Canton-Galva capitalizes, as every good team does, took the lead, but not too. No, we're going to give it a minute 49 later. Axtell was able to answer back on an 8-yard touchdown run by sophomore Eli Broxterman, bringing our score to 28-24 after Detweiler found Smelsley for the 2-point conversion. So it's going to be Canton-Galva at the 15. Crowd getting loud here in Axtell. Canton-Galva's going to run it right side, and that defensive line of the Axtell Eagles not allowing any rushing here tonight. Good job there by the line of the Eagles. As, of course, they are missing their lengthy senior Owen Strothman, who went out late there in the second quarter with a rolled ankle. He is done for the night. We'll have to see about his status next Saturday. If Axtell is able to win here tonight, of course, they would take on Thunder Ridge in the 8-man Division II state championship next Saturday down in Newton. Kickoff will be at 11 a.m. for that game. So a second down and 11 after a loss of a yard. Clock rolling, 7:15 left to play. It's going to be quarterback keeper down the right side, and that was almost a touchdown-saving tackle. I don't want to say it there when the ball's at the 15-yard line of Canton-Galva, but I believe if that was Smelsley or Brock or Bussing, hard to see that number on that far side. If Evan Bussing or Brandon Smelsley did not make that tackle, quarterback Garrett Mulby had a wide open room to run down the right side. Nothing but green grass in front for the senior. So a substitution on the Axtell defensive side, of course, with the injury to Strothman. Freshman Landon Schmitz will take over. The 135 freshman will take over at standing left end. Let's see how the freshman plays here in his first action of the night. Big third down dance. 3rd down and 7 ball at the 19-yard line. Back to pass and coming pressure. It's going to be near side here. Turn your head. It's going to be caught. Jet dropped it. Incomplete is going to be the call. That was so close. Brandon Smelsley about got mossed here on this near side. Jet Vincent went up, climbed the ladder, almost took the ball off the helmet top of Smelsley, but fortunately for the Axtell Eagles, dropped it. I want to talk about the play, though, again by quarterback Garrett Mulby, under pressure from the before-mentioned Smith as he came off the edge with some reckless abandon, got to the quarterback as he was hit, but Mulby was still able to swing that ball from about the 15-yard line all the way down to the other 30-yard line. So that was about a 35, 40-yard pass with pressure under him. At this level, that's an impressive pass, but it doesn't matter as it's incomplete. 4th down now, 4th down and 7 as the Axtell Eagles look to get a big stop here. We're going to be running back in the backfield with one receiver here near side. That's going to be Lane McManus. Defense getting loud. Thought I heard a whistle, then a quick yard hitch. It's going to be caught, and I believe it's going to be good. Keep fighting for yardage as Mastery as he got a first down all the way up to the 30-yard line. Jason Mastery caught a 5-yard hitch, needed 7 yards, picked up about 14. Tough running there by the senior, but that's what you want to see if you're Canton-Galva. There's a lot of senior-led team for this Canton-Galva team on the opposite end. Axtell only starts with 2 seniors, of course, Evan Bussing and Isaac Detweiler. So you love to see that if you're Coach Shelby Hobbs for Canton-Galva. Continuing to fight, continuing to battle here in this game. 5:55 left to play here in the third quarter. 2 tight end set. Running back in the backfield is going to be Vincent. Jet Vincent in the backfield. Wide receiver right. His Mastery just caught the pass. We're going to go read option. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Good job there by the Axtell defense. Isaac Detweiler coming up from his safety middle linebacker position, making the stop on that quarterback option. A good play design there by Canton-Galva as they look to get their speedy Jet Vincent in motion, get him out on the edge, run a little option with Garrett Mulby, who has impressed me with his legs, too, here tonight. Talked about it there in the second quarter. They weren't running it a lot. Decided to prove me wrong, and here we are, 28-24. Axtell leading, 5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Direct handoff to running back. I believe that was Nordstrom, and it was as he comes back into the game. Stopped for a minimal gain, maybe a yard and a half. So between 2 plays, Canton-Galva has got 2 yards or 1 yard out of the deal, as that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9, just short of midfield. Getting loud here in Axtell. Big 3rd down conversion, of course. If they get close, I'm sure it's a 4th down try. As ball, 1st down will just be on the other side of Axtell territory. Axtell looking to get set up as Canton-Galva goes empty set. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. It's going to be Maltby in the backfield by himself. Shotgun snap, 2-step drop. Looking near side on the curl. Jump the route. Good tackle. It's going to be short of a 1st down. It looks like Brandon Smelsley. As Smelsley gets the stop, but here we are, 4th down. 4th down and about 3 or 4. 4 minutes left to play here in this third quarter. Don't want to call it the game, but like I said about that fumble, this will be a big one, folks. Let's see what Canton-Galva has. They're going to take their time. They're going to bring in their heavy package here. Big tight end, number 57, comes into the game. Tyson Marchson, 230 pounds, going to line up at tight end. 2 tight end set. Running back in the backfield is Vincent. Crowd getting loud for Axtell. Now Canton-Galva looks at the sideline. 2 down linemen for Axtell, 3 backers and 3 defensive backs. On the side, it's going to be man-to-man up with Smelsley. Getting loud here in Axtell. Vincent goes to pass. We're going to go option again. He's going to give it to Jet Vincent. Jet Vincent sneaks for a first down. Oh, they had him dead to rights in the backfield. That was Eli Brocksterman and Evan Bussing who was right there. They ran that quarterback option again. Jet Vincent took it that time and got about, I'm going to say they needed 7. He got about 8 yards. We're going to have I believe, a timeout here for an official timeout. I think we're going to take it too. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. KNDY Radio 95.5.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it in to the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, spray and bed liners, sandblasting, dealer and installer of B&W hitches and drop and lock hitches. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
Back in Axtell, Canton-Galva got the first down. Now has a first down and 10, ball at the 37-yard line in Axtell territory. Clock continuing to run, 3:13 left to play here in the third quarter. It's getting down to crunch time. We're going to go power I formation for the Eagles of Canton-Galva. Stop close to the line, but a second effort there by running back Nordstrom is going to pick up 2 or 3 yards for the Eagles. So a little confusion there on the down and distance, but we got it settled out. Canton-Galva got a first down out of this deal. Now we are here at second down. Clock continuing to run, 3 minutes left to play here in the third quarter in what is going to be, I'm going to call it an all-time classic finish here. I can just feel it in the air. Canton-Galva taking as much time as they can, trying to keep the ball out of this high, potent Axtell offense. We're going to go 3 down linemen for Axtell out of the backfield. Here comes Jet Vincent. He's been a busy man tonight, but now it's going to be Maltby by himself in the backfield. Empty set, 2 tight end. Going to look Vincent's side, 5-yard curl. That's the same curl that they've been calling all night, and that's going to be a first, well, not close to a first down. It's going to be a gain of about 7 yards. Axtell wanting a penalty on that for illegal hands to face, not going to get it. That's all that Canton-Galva has really been running, though, here tonight. They like those little 5-yard hitches, and I just know they're wanting to run a 5-yard hitch and go. They're wanting to set something up to get these cornerbacks to fake. And so far they haven't. They've been sitting back, playing soft coverage has been Axtell, but I think they're going to have to start sneaking up a little bit if they don't want to be nickel and dime down the field. It's going to be 2 tight ends, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. In motion, it's going to be Vincent to the right. Now we're going to have 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right with Maltby in the backfield. Quick 2-step drop, then look to Vincent, now look left. Here's that shot we're talking about. Got a receiver just off the fingertips of Kason Mastery. Boy, if his fingers were about 2 inches longer, he probably could have caught that ball here near side. An excellent placed ball by senior quarterback Maltby as he beat the corner for Axtell, number 34, Grady Bussing. But that's going to bring up fourth down, and that's why you call that play on third down. Take your shot to the end zone on third. You know you come back with fourth. They've been running some option plays here with Vincent and Maltby, but I would be surprised if they go back to that well again. Axtell has been in the backfield. 2:14 left to play here in the third quarter. Axtell leading by 4, 28-24. Taking a lot of time to get this play in here tonight, but here it is. 4th down and 4, big defensive stop here for the Eagles. Player in motion, that's going to be Mastery. It's going to be option again. Vincent's going to get it. Vincent's going to be stopped on the far side. Jet Vincent took the jet sweep from the arms of Garrett Maltby. I think Maltby wanted to keep that ball and run it up the middle, but Vincent took it out of his arms and gets dropped in the backfield by the before-mentioned Brady Schmelsley. Boy, this sophomore has come up big here tonight for the Axtell Eagles, as now Axtell takes over possession on that big 4th down stop. Wow. A 10-play drive for the Canton-Galva Eagles. I just overheard as that comes out with no points, and Axtell now has the ball looking to extend their 28-24 lead. Straight power for Detweiler as he plows his way through for about 4 or 5 yards. Going to bring up second down. Clock just rolled under 2 minutes left to play here in this third quarter. 2nd down and 6 is what's going to be the call, as now Axtell probably looks to take a little bit of time. You don't see Axtell go into a straight huddle very often, but here they are. I believe Eric's going to want to take at least a few seconds off of each clock. As clock continuing to roll, Axtell up by 4, but with ball in hand and ball close to midfield. Ball's going to be located at the 37-yard line. Empty backfield for Detweiler, 3 right side. Detweiler's going to roll that side, find his man in the middle. Wide open is number 10. It's going to be all the way down Broxton and all the way down to the 15-yard line. Call that the 10-yard line, as Eli Broxton sat wide open in the middle of the field, and the legs of the sophomore did the rest as he gets the ball all the way up to the 10-yard line of Canton-Galva. What a catch and run there by the sophomore. And I want to talk about the poise of Isaac Detweiler. You see him do it a lot of athletically, with the arm, with the running, but it was the subtle 3-step roll to the right to get away from the pressure coming to his left and just found Broxman in the middle of the field, let his running back do the rest. They're going to try the hot end again. It's going to be Broxman. It's going to be loud and met there at the 5-yard line. Actually, that was Brandon Smelsley with a little flip pass there. 25 getting the tackle. TJ Cohen absolutely popped Smelsley as soon as he got close to the 5-yard line. But Brandon did pick up 4 yards. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 6. 44 seconds left here to play in the third quarter. We're going to need to get one more in before quarter break. But Axtell inside the 10-yard line of Canton-Galva. They had this opportunity early on in the game, able to punch it in and get the points. They're looking to do that here again. It's going to be Bussing left side along with Smelsley split out. Here near side, it's going to be Grady Bussing split out. It's going to be Brandon Smelsley going in motion. Detweiler's going to try and follow him. Down right side, Detweiler using speed. Detweiler using power and blowing his way through the defender of Canton-Galva. Isaac Detweiler, forget the finesse and give me the power, young man, as he put down his shoulder and absolutely blew over Kason Mastery. That was 163 versus 180, and I tell you, the 180 of Isaac Detweiler absolutely rocked Mastery back into the end zone. Good run there by Isaac Detweiler, as now that puts up Axtell 34-24. Up 10, looking to get the 2-point conversion here just moments away. So 2-point conversion now for the Axtell Eagles. Same formation they've gone all day. It's going to be Smelsley in the slot with Broxman split out left. Detweiler's going to run that way. Fake option, wide open, 2-point conversion, good. Axtell Eagles. 36-24 is your score as Axtell Eagles have got another one here in the Sub-State Championship game. We're going to take a quick break. Be right back in 30 seconds here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
Your hometown partner with any do-it-yourself project is Hometown Lumber of Marysville and Axtell Lumber of Axtell. Serving the community for over 20 years, expert knowledge accompanied by a helpful smile and reassuring handshake will tell you you're in the right place. With all your building needs, they are ready to help you. Stocked with a full line of lumber and hardware to go along with tools, plumbing supplies, paint, and lawn and garden, you'll leave knowing you've made the right choice by stopping at Axtell Lumber and Hometown Lumber in Marysville. At Kramer Oil, they know you have options when it comes to a propane provider, but why call an out-of-town company when Kramer Oil is local, reliable, and flexible? Personal attention and propane when you need it, where you need it, along with convenient text ordering options. New customers get 10 cents off per gallon on their first delivery. Contact them by calling or texting 785-562-2466. The Kramer Oil family, serving your family since 1976.
In order to succeed, an organization needs to have a commitment to honesty, integrity, and teamwork. These 3 core values dictate everything they do at Ag Partners Co-op. When Ag Partners recommends to their growers certain practices, products, or services, it's because they know them and stand behind them. Going the extra mile, working after hours, helping producers when they need it. Call Ag Partners Co-op in Seneca, St. Mary's, or Hiawatha to become a part of their family. Ag Partners, your partners in ag, with honesty, integrity, and teamwork.
One side of the 8-man Division II bracket is already set as we look to get our second one here as a good return here near side for McManus. Gets it all the way up the midfield for Canton-Galva before Isaac Detweiler stops that one in his tracks. Before mentioned, Thunder Ridge defeats Dighton 58-12. So the winner of this game will take on Thunder Ridge in the 8-man Division II state championship next Saturday at 11 a.m. Of course, Axtell looking to be that team, wanting to go back-to-back here with back-to-back undefeated seasons and back-to-back state championships. 8 seconds left here to play in the third quarter. Canton-Galva with the ball right at midfield. If you were looking for KU basketball, that game is over, but the Hawks have won, put up 1 by 6, so moves on to 4-0. Wide open, though, is a receiver. That's going to be Kason Massey as he gets the touchdown, a 40-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Garrett Maltby to number 2, Kason Mastreet. I didn't even have time to look up after that break. Decided to run a little play-action pass, and just like that, here we are, 36-30. Canton-Galva answers Axtell back, and that's the fun of 8-man football. So that did happen at the end of the quarter play. So at the end of this 2-point conversion, we will go into quarter number 4. Right now, Axtell leading 36-30, but Canton-Galva just put up another 6. It's going to be in the backfield, straight power from Mastery down the right side. 2-point is good. Canton-Galva, just like that, regains or takes back that 8 points that they gave up. So Axtell leading going into the fourth quarter, 36-32. We'll be right back here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
The State Bank in Axtell is synonymous with quality and integrity in the banking business. Financing for your home, for your farm, or your small business. Contact the loan officers if you need money, or if you're putting money away for something special, or just saving for a rainy day. Visit with the professionals at the State Bank of Axtell. They're federally insured, member FDIC, the State Bank of Axtell.
Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics has opened enrollment for spring 2023 classes, continuing to offer the energy-packed tumbling, cheer, dance, and jazz classes for ages 18 months to 18 years. Enrollment ends January 2nd. Visit Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics Facebook page for enrollment information.
Here in Axtell, Canton-Galva answered back the Axtell Eagles in about a 2-second play call. There was 8 seconds left on the clock when Canton-Galva went to run that play. And here we are, quarter number 4. Axtell still leading by 4, though, 36-32. Before we went to break there, mentioned just a moment, KU Jayhawks win by 6, move on to 4-0 on this early season. In other high school football action, since the Centralia Panthers trail St. Mary's 38-16. Of course, if you didn't catch it, Thunder Ridge moves on. The winner of this Axtell Canton-Galva game will face Thunder Ridge in the 8-man Division II championship next Saturday down in Newton. So half the bracket is set. Half the bracket is 12 minutes away from figuring out who is going to play. Of course, Canton-Galva looking to get there for the first time in quite a few years, and Axtell wanting to get back-to-back state championships. Kickoff is going to be left to right here, as that's going to be Cohen kicking off for the Canton-Galva Eagles. It's going to be taken by Detweiler. Detweiler's going to go right side, gets a stiff arm. Believe we get a block in the block in the back here as the flag comes in about that position. So we'll wait for that call, see where Axtell will start. But on the other end, just moments ago, a complete breakdown by the Axtell defense. Mastery went streaking right down the middle of the field from his slot position. I know they've had some conversations there between the corners themselves here as this game has progressed about who needs to be where, and I would think just a simple communication or miscommunication as Mastery was left wide open after a option fake play action pass. As a 40-yard touchdown pass has brought Canton-Galva back to within 4. 36-32, plenty of game left to go, but 12 minutes to decide who will play for the state championship. It's going to be Detweiler in the backfield. He's going to motion over running back. Detweiler's going to go an option here on their side. Detweiler's got space. Up to the 30, pushed out of bounds about the 35-yard line there is senior quarterback Isaac Detweiler. He did it one other time early on in the game. They love to run those speed options here, quick side with the quarterback after some motion. motion. And a lot of times Isaac will pitch it, maybe not prematurely, and I don't want to say he determines that he will pitch it, but he pitches it quite early, I guess. And maybe that is part of the offense. But that time, Detweiler faked the pitch, ran to the pitch man, up the sideline. Detweiler goes as now they are back in motion here. Ball's going to be at the 31-yard line of Axtell. It's going to be Detweiler again in the backfield with Smelsley to his backside. Twin receivers, one left, one right. That's going to be Bussing, and those Bussing boys split out. Roxman behind, looking to bump. There's going to go a sluggo here, near side, caught, catch. Good job there by Smelsley. Ran the little 5-yard stop and go, got past the corner. Jet Vincent, maybe a little revenge there for the sophomore, and Isaac Detweiler laid it perfectly on the chin strap of Smelsley. Boy, it's pretty easy when you've got athletes like Brandon Schmelsley and Eli Brocksterman and Evan Bussing to the extent to throw this ball to. Athletes everywhere for this Axtell Eagles offense, and they are back in motion. Just like that, ball's going to be at the 20-yard line of Canton-Galva. It's going to be Detweiler in the backfield, of course, going in motion is Smelsley. Detweiler's going to run option right side, keep it again, powers through one tackle, going to roll it up for about 2 or 3 yards. That was just good defense there by Canton-Galva as they covered both the pitchman and the quarterback on that. Small gain for Detweiler, but a smart play there. Take the 2 yards, live to earn another down. You're up by 5. Let's run a little clock. Let's see how far we can get. So for this Canton-Galva defense, not a lot of pressure here tonight, but they've just played good overall football. Talked about it early on with the cold, how maybe that might affect some catching of the ball, but maybe some tackling even. But so far tonight, not a lot of missed tackles, maybe one that I can remember, and only one drop pass. So a good, clean game overall. I want to say the difference, though, and Canton-Galva has cleaned it up. A lot of penalties in the first half. Detweiler needs to get rid of this, and he won't. And just like that, a sack by Isaac Detweiler, number 24, Nick Evans, the 135 senior coming in who plays defense for Canton-Galva, got the sack on the senior Detweiler. As Evans did a good job of pursuing, came to the left side of Detweiler, got ran all the way around, but Isaac just never felt him as Isaac goes down for about 8-yard loss. 3rd down and 12 now. Ball's going to sit at the 23-yard line after that loss on 2nd down. Going to be, as always, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Single receiver here, left side is going to be number 11, Evan Bussing. Backfield is going to be Schmelsley. Broxterman looking back to pass, splits the defenders, now steps up, fakes one guy, lowers his shoulders, good tough running up inside the 15. We're going to call him down at about the 13 or 14 as Isaac Detweiler didn't like what he saw on the passing pattern, kind of just snuck between the 2 defensive tackles, got up for a good, we're going to give him about 9 yards there. We're going to bring up a 4th and 4 now. Big offensive possession here for the Eagles. Of course, they're going to go for it. I saw how fast that Canton-Galva offense can score. Of course, miscommunication for the Axtell defensive side, but with 9:20 left to play here in this game, this is a big 4th down, not only for ball control, but being able to score deep in Canton-Galva territory. Ball's going to be at the 13. It's going to be Detweiler backfield, 2-step drop. Now, right side, could run it, doesn't run it, looks end zone, decides to throw it. 2 men there, off the hands of 2 receivers, off the hands of Grady Bussing, and it was Brandon Schmelsley there, off the hands as Axtell's going to turn it over on downs. Isaac Detweiler had wide open grass to the right side. I thought he could have ran it for a 1st down. Decides to throw it across his body for to try and get the touchdown. Unfortunately, can't find the receiver, and now the Axtell defense is going to have to step up. I'm going to be watching these corners here for Axtell. Talked about it a little, I don't want to say miscommunication, but there's been some talking there early in that 3rd quarter about some alignment situations. I believe that's what happened on the 40-yard touchdown run or touchdown pass from Ivy to Mastery moments ago just at quarter break. So 9:04 left to play. Axtell just turns it over on downs, gives Canton-Galva the ball back. Right up the middle is running back Nordstrom as the powerful senior running back plows his way forward for about 5 or 6 yards now. Going to bring up a manageable 2nd down and 5 is what we're going to call it. So these Axtell Eagles needing to get a stop defensively. Of course, a big loss on the defensive side. Senior Owen Strawson sidelined with a rolled ankle, so freshman Landon Schmitz has been taking over his position at defensive end. A big difference, though. Schmitz at 135, Strawson at 215. Probably Strawson about 4 inches taller than Schmitz, too. Good tackle there from the backside. That's going to be Evan Blissing, who came up from his linebacker position and got the quarterback there, Garrett Mabley, on the run. So it's not going to be a sack, but excellent burst of speed and good vision there by Blissing as he was able to get the tackle. So here we are, 3rd down and 3. Need to get some pressure here. Believe we're going to look at a run, I would think, if I'm Canton-Galva, but let's see and find out. Lining up with only 2 down linemen in their defensive front. That's going to be 220 Grant Blissing and 265 Sawyer Dieters. We're going to go 5 straight across with 1 man back. That's going to be Isaac. It's going to be receiver left of Maltby and receiver right as well. Running back right. Maltby goes up to his left side. He's going to be stopped short, but of course a 4th down and short for Canton-Galva. Big play now here. 7:20 left to play. Axtell Eagles still leading 36-32, but squandered a golden opportunity moments ago when they failed to convert on a 4th down and 4 deep in Canton-Galva territory. But now here's the coach. Here's the question for Coach Hobbs of Canton-Galva. Punter, go for it. I think we're going to go for it. 4th down and real short. You're going to leave it in the hands of your senior quarterback, Maltby. It's going to be Maltby in the backfield with Vincent to his right. There's going to be something with that. They're going to want a false start, but didn't get it. Axel's going to come up 2 defensive linemen down. 3 backers right there. A corner walked up. Detweiler is going to be in the backfield. That's going to be Broxman as your strong safety. That's going to be a delay of game. The Axtell crowd made themselves known as now a delay of game is going to be called on the Canton-Galva Eagles. That's going to be the second one of the game here tonight. Good job by the Eagles to make it tough on Canton-Galva on the defensive side. It's getting loud here in Axtell. 4th down and 7 as we move the back 5 yards. Was just 4th down and 2, now 7 yards to go. Axtell Eagles defense needing to get a stop would give them great field position after they failed on a 4th down try. It's going to be Maltby in the backfield, 1 receiver left, go into motion. It's going to be Vincent. Vincent's going to swing over here left from motion from right to left. He's going to swing it middle, pass, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Wyatt Collins, tight end, unable to get that catch as Axtell Eagles defense forces the stop. Boy, that was a big stop for the Axtell Eagles defense, and I don't really want to say it was all the scheme more than just a drop pass, but you know what? You're going to take it when you can get it. Sometimes that happens. Now Axtell back to where they were just moments ago, inside the 20-yard line, inside the red zone of Canton-Galva as they look to extend this 36-32 yard time score. So a good, like I said, good job there by the Axtell Eagles defense. Brought just enough pressure, but really blanketed the backfield. They tried to run a little wheel route with the running back / wide receiver, Jet Vincent, coming out of the backfield. Tried to run a little wheel route with him while the receiver went to the inside, and coming across the formation was the before mentioned Wyatt Collins, who wasn't able to handle that hot pass here on this cold night. So Axtell gains possession at the 17-yard line of Canton-Galva. Already leading by 4. A touchdown would make it 10. It's going to be Detweiler in the backfield with Blissing to his right. As always, going in motion is Broxman. They're going to give it to Broxman on the little sweep. Couldn't quite get towards the edge as he's going to be stopped in the backfield pretty close. Yep, it's going to be stopped for a loss of 1 now as Evan Blissing wasn't able to find that edge. They've been trying that play. Ooh, that's going to be about the 7th time they ran that play. A little pocket pass to the receiver who comes in motion, tries to get that edge, but that time the big defensive end, number 22, Wyatt Collins, who just dropped that pass a moment before, comes up with a big defensive stop for Canton-Galva. 2nd down and 10 now, probably 2nd down and 10 and a half. We're going to call it. Detweiler is going to be in the backfield with a Blissing to his right. Now going in motion, of course, is Broxman. Detweiler looking back to pass, now looks for the edge. Now looks, fakes, can't find anything, goes out of bounds. Third down, a gain of 2 or 3, we're going to call it. We're going to call it a 2-yard gain, as now we have third down and 8. Not a broken play there for the Axtell Eagles, but just couldn't find anything really going on that play. They tried to, of course, run their little pocket pass with their motion of Rocksterman running left to right, but couldn't run every receiver to the right. Isaac tried to look left, nothing there on the comeback route, so tried to make something out of it, nothing doing. Third down and 9, ball at the 17 of Canton-Galva. Just under 6 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. We're going to go fake. Isaac's going to look to run. Now he does. Isaac trying to turn on the burners. Dives, keeps those shoulders down. He's going to be closer to the first down than he was a moment before. But I believe it's still going to be a pretty hefty fourth down try here now. So drive before, the Axtell Eagles had a 4th down and 4. Now we have a 4th down and 5 at almost the exact same spot. Ball's going to be at the 12-yard line, I believe, before the ball was on the 13. 5:45 left to play here in the game, and Axtell's going to take their first time out of the night. Eric Detweiler wants to talk it over with his boys. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to Sub-State Football here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
Double the joy! Double the joy! Double the joy!
Ho, ho, ho! We're doubling the joy this holiday season at Blue Valley Technologies. Refer a friend, and you get $40, and they get $40. Refer as many friends and family members as you can before the end of the year, and the credits will show up on your Blue Valley bill. Visit bluevalley.net/double the joy today.
Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Quality, integrity, durability, the values that make Landall stand out above the rest. Landall Company offers stable employment with growth opportunities, excellent wages, and a benefit package that includes profit sharing, $2 per hour shift differential, 4% attendance bonus, fuel allowance to drive to work, weekly paychecks, comprehensive insurance package with $500 deductible, and much more. Learn more. Apply online at Landall.com. Phone 785-562-5381. EEO Vets and Disability. Welcome.
Here in Axtell, huge 4th down coming up for the Eagles. In other football action, Centralia falls tonight 46-16 to St. Mary. So the undefeated Panther season comes to an end under first-year head coach Roger Holthouse. 1 game short of the state championship, but the Axtell Eagles looking to continue that Nemaha County football tradition here. They have a 4th down and 5. Inside the 20-yard line of Canton-Galva, it's going to be Detweiler in the backfield. Quick pass, pressure coming off the left side. Detweiler sneak away. Detweiler's not really reaches. He's going to be short, though, as tripped up by the shoelace. I believe that was number 25, TJ Cohen, who just barely got his hand on the senior Isaac Detweiler. Big stop for Canton-Galva as now they take over possession. 5:40 left to play here in this game. Right idea, just couldn't quite get away. 3rd play in a row there. Isaac has looked back to pass. Couldn't find a receiver open, ran off to his left, had more room on that one than he has on any other of the scrambles he's had here tonight, but couldn't find the seam as Axtell, turns it over deep in Canton-Galva territory. Back to the defensive side of the ball. The ball hasn't moved past the 25-yard line of Canton-Galva here in this fourth quarter, it feels like. Right up the middle, it's going to be a run with quarterback Maltby as he's going to carry some defenders with him for a first down. Senior Garrett Maltby with some tough running there, keeping those legs going, brings up the first down, and now Canton-Galva is on the move. 5:30 left here to play as clock stops while the chains move. Clock continues to roll now. Axtell on defense, but Axtell with the 4-point lead here still, but hasn't felt comfortable here all night. Talked about that turnover on the first play of halftime. Isaac Detweiler, of course, turned it over. That's looking like a pretty big possession here now late in this fourth quarter. 5:10 left to play here in the game for the Rights to play Thunder Ridge in the 8-man Division II state championship next Saturday. Pressure coming off the left side. Maltby runs to the right. Actually, to the left, Maltby has a seam. Maltby down the sideline, first down, all the way up close to midfield as Garrett Maltby is showing the running ability now as pressure came off the right. He ran to the left there. Miscommunication on my part. Picks up a first down for Canton-Galva. Clock rolls under 5 minutes here to play in this game. Still being patient, still being under control is Canton-Galva. But they are making their presence known. Seniors stepping up when they need to. Axtell needing to get a stop, too, on this defensive end. Running a straight man, 2 receivers right here. Running back in the backfield is Nordstrom for Canton-Galva. Goes in motion, T.J. Cone, tight end. It's going to be power right now. Stop in the backfield. Good job there by Isaac Detweiler, who came up from his middle linebacker safety position, snuck through the middle of that line, tackled by a shoelace there, got Garrett Malby down for a loss of 1 on that play. So just flip it to the other side. Isaac Detweiler not able to get the touchdown or the first down on the Axtell side, and then comes back and a shoelace tackle Detweiler makes on Maltby now on the defensive side. Clock just rolled under 4 minutes. 4 minutes left to play here to see who goes on to play in Newton next Saturday. Axtell leading 36-32. The Canton-Galva close to midfield, working left to right, 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 36. The Canton-Galva play action. Looks to pass, can't find anyone. Pressure come in, throws it away. No one is there in the area. They're not going to call it a intentional grounding. Receiver was within the area. Going to be surprised if a flag comes out here. Of course, if you can't hear in the background, Axtell is really wanting one, but don't think so. Refs are going to discuss it here. Good job, though, by the cornerback here near side. That was Grady Bussing, who was left alone on the island, stuffed the receiver at the line, couldn't go ahead and get a free release, forced an incomplete there for Canton-Galva. Ref looking like he's going to, they're going to call it. They're going to call it. They're going to call intentional grounding on Canton-Galva. That is a huge penalty for the Eagles of Canton-Galva. Of course, Coach Shelby Hobbs can't believe it on the other side. Quarterback Garrett Maltby wanting an explanation. He's going to get it and tell him there. Of course, you have to be outside the tackle box and a receiver within a 10-yard area, I believe is what it is. I don't know if they didn't think the receiver was within the area, but I think he just was kind of throwing it away is the decision. Nonetheless, a intentional grounding. So penalty numbers already, I've lost count already, 10 or 11 now on Canton-Galva. Axtell has 2 false starts on the night. I know that one for sure. I remember that. So far tonight, playing a smarter game is Eric Detweiler's Eagles. 3rd down and 16. 3:42 left to go. Ball's going to be at the 31-yard line of Canton-Galva. We're going to go 2 receivers left. Maltby is going to be in the backfield with McManus. Maltby takes the snap. 3-step drop, looking left, looking deep, now shoots right. Picked off! Isaac Detweiler! Isaac Detweiler down the sideline. Picked off! Interception. Isaac Detweiler as the quarterback picks off the quarterback to give Axtell excellent field position here late in this 4th quarter game. I could see Maltby wanting to take a shot there, had 2 receivers streaking down far side, and just as always, they were running a little drag route below those receivers. Isaac Detweiler, almost like Evan Bussing did early on in the game, jumped that route, picked it off. Ball's going to go over to Hanover. Inside the 40-yard line of Canton-Galva, it's going to be a straight power for Isaac Detweiler. Detweiler bulls over a post and gets 6 or 7 yards as Isaac Detweiler with some tough running late in this game. The senior can sense it. Good running there by Axtell. Boy, this is an exciting one. I've had an absolute joy here tonight calling it. Of course, if I forget, I want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight. This has been a wonderful night for football. It's been cold, but this has been one of the best games that I believe we have seen all season long. Of course, the number one and number 2 teams coming in to this game was number 1 Axtell, number 2 Canton-Galva preseason. That's the way it stayed all season. And here we are in this sub-state game. 2:48 with the clock running. 2nd down and 4. Axtell just wanting to bleed some clock. Detweiler's going to hand it off to his running back now. A hold down the left side. It's going to be 16 running. Brandon Smelsley, the sophomore, continues to work with a little swagger at the end of that run as he gives the ball to the ref. 1st down, Axtell Eagles. And with that first down, Canton-Galva is going to want to take a timeout and stop clock as well. We're going to take it with them. Axtell leading 36-32. 2:30 left to play in the game for the right to go to the state championship. You're listening to Sub-State Football here on KNDY Radio.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
For engineered roof and floor trusses, call on Axtell Truss. 12 to 80-foot span. Complete hip, cathedral, and floor systems using only the best SYP available. Delivered to your site undamaged on a roll-off trailer. Manufactured locally at Axtell Truss on U.S. Highway 36, 2 miles west of K110 between Seneca and Marysville. Phone 785-736-2291.
Absolutely wonderful game here we have in Axtell, Kansas. The Eagles of Axtell are leading the Eagles of Canton-Galva 36-32. 2:20 left to play here in this game. Axtell just got an interception from senior quarterback Isaac Detweiler as Canton-Galva was looking to take the lead late here. It's going to be a first down and 10 for Axtell. His quarterback power left side is going to be Detweiler, who just falls forward. Continue to roll that clock, and that's going to be the plan. Just like that, we're going to get another timeout. We're going to take it as well. Be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to football here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
The answer is yes. SBS.
Have you been shopping for insurance or financial services lately? There are so many choices today, so many decisions to make. Luckily, there's SBS Insurance Agency to help make your decisions easier. As your local insurance provider, they've been coming up with custom solutions for over 40 years. Make the right decision. Call your local SBS Insurance Agency today. Nationwide is on your side.
SBS Insurance, the home team. The answer is yes.
For all of your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and excavation services, there's only one call to make. Eagle HVAC and Heating. Formerly Dave's Hardware in Axtell, the guys at Eagle HVAC and Heating look forward to continuing the success they've built over the years. Offering all heating, ventilation, air conditioning needs, as well as carrying a wide variety of name-brand appliances. They do plumbing and electrical, as well as excavation service. Give Eagle HVAC and Heating a call today in Axtell.
An increased heart rate is all we need for keeping us warm over here in Axtell, as now Axtell looking to put this game away. Second down and 7 to go. 2:23 left to play here in this game as Axtell is in Canton-Galva territory. Ball on the 17. Axtell leading by 4, looking to put this game away. 2 timeouts just taken by Canton-Galva. Would expect a third one coming here when Axtell runs this ball. They do. They run an option. Isaac's going to fake the pitch, keep it himself, rolls forward close to the first down line, and that's going to be about a 6-yard run, I think we're going to call it. Going to bring up a third down, and they have one on the board, but we're going to call it a long 2, and we come out of break. Be back in 60 seconds here on KNDY Radio 95.5.
Little Joe 66 Service in Axtell is a proud supporter of Axtell schools and Axtell athletics. If you have automotive repair needs, call Joe at 785-736-2824. With satisfied customers from all over the area, Little Joe 66 Service is the place to turn for all of your automotive repair needs.
D&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-framed buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. D&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. D&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. D&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
Game of the week, maybe game of the year here in Axtell, as the Eagles of Axtell lead the Eagles of Canton-Galva, 36-32. 2:13 left to play. Big 3rd down and 3 coming up. Canton-Galva cannot stalk the clock anymore. If Axtell gets the first down, this game is theoretically over. It's going to be a give to the running back, Roxman. Roxman's going to be close to the first down marker. Gets the first down marker close to the goal line, as that's going to be a first down. Axtell Eagles. Eli Broxterman with the tough yards. It's been the sophomore running back duo of Eli Broxterman and Brandon Smelsley absolutely carrying the load here tonight for the Axtell Eagles. A wonderful game here to call tonight as clock continues to run for the Axtell Eagles. 140 and counting as they look to go back-to-back undefeated season and back-to-back 8-man Division II state champions. It's going to be Detweiler in the backfield, 1:30 left to play. You never know what could happen. Got to run it out. Ball's going to be at the 7. Detweiler's going to run quarterback power. Believe to see this more and more here in the next 3 plays. Carry down to the 6-yard line as he gained a yard. We're going to give him 2 yards on that, a 5-yard run. But most importantly is the clock is continuing to go. Detweiler getting instructions from his dad, Eric, over here on the sideline, looking to close this game out. If you're just joining us, missed an absolutely wonderful game, but it is coming to a close now as the Axtell Eagles look to move on to the state championship, leading 36-32. One more play might do it here for the Eagles. It's going to be Eagles in I formation, power formation. Isaac Detweiler takes the knee, and that's going to do it. Your Axtell Eagles are going to move on to the state championship next Saturday in Newton. We'll play at 11 o'clock. And, of course, they will face Thunder Ridge in that game as the Axtell Eagles look to go back-to-back undefeated seasons and back-to-back state champions as they have defeated the number 2 team in 8-man Division II 32-6 here on their home field in Axtell. 3, 2, 1. There is the clock as the Axtell Eagles have defeated Canton-Galva Eagles. Eric Detweiler showing emotion here tonight as that was a tough fought victory. On the other end, 9 seniors for Canton-Galva. You do have to feel for the hard work that they have put in all year, but at the end of the day, one team has to win and one team does have to lose. We're going to take a quick break, be back here with final game wrap-ups. Once again, Axtell Eagles move on in the state tournament with a 36-32 win over Canton-Galva.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a money rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles.
Your hometown partner with any do-it-yourself project is Hometown Lumber of Marysville and Axtell Lumber of Axtell. Serving the community for over 20 years, expert knowledge accompanied by a helpful smile and reassuring handshake will tell you you're in the right place. With all your building needs, they are ready to help you. Stocked with a full line of lumber and hardware to go along with tools, plumbing supplies, paint, and lawn and garden, you'll leave knowing you've made the right choice by stopping at Axtell Lumber and Hometown Lumber in Marysville.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it in to the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, spray and bed liners, sandblasting, dealer and installer of B&W hitches and drop and lock hitches. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
At Kramer Oil, they know you have options when it comes to a propane provider, but why call an out-of-town company when Kramer Oil is local, reliable, and flexible? Personal attention and propane when you need it, where you need it, along with convenient text ordering options. New customers get 10 cents off per gallon on their first delivery. Contact them by calling or texting 785-562-2466. The Kramer Oil family, serving your family since 1976.
In order to succeed, an organization needs to have a commitment to honesty, integrity, and teamwork. These three core values dictate everything they do at Ag Partners Co-op. When Ag Partners recommends to their growers certain practices, products, or services, it's because they know them and stand behind them. Going the extra mile, working after hours, helping producers when they need it. Call Ag Partners Co-op in Seneca, St. Mary's, or Hiawatha to become a part of their family. Ag Partners, your partners in ag, with honesty, integrity, and teamwork.
Here in Axtell, Kansas, the celebration has already begun as your 2022 Sub-State champions are the Axtell Eagles, moving on to 12-0 on the season. Canton-Galva falls to 11-1 on the season after a very impressive run throughout the season. Hats off to them, and what a great game I had the opportunity to call. Of course, thank you to all the sponsors who made it possible tonight. Thank you to everyone for tuning in tonight. Hopefully your team won, and that's the way we want to do it. Of course, Axtell winning here 36-32 is the final score. Going to run through how we got there real quick. It was the Brandon Schmelsley show in the first half as he started the scoring off with a 25-yard touchdown pass from Detweiler, putting that in for 6 before he had a 2-yard touchdown run moments later, moving Axtell 12-0. A 1-yard touchdown run by all-purpose quarterback Garrett Malby made it 12-8 after the 2-point conversion. Axtell got one score back there after a 2-yard touchdown run by Isaac Detweiler. Then right before half, with 44 seconds left, Canton-Galva was able to get a 25-yard touchdown pass from Malby to Jet Vincent, making it 20-16 at half. Axtell came out at half with the ball, but Isaac Detweiler fumbled it on the second play of the half, and after that, Canton-Galva took the lead on a 22-yard touchdown run by Maltby. 3 straight Axtell touchdowns after that, one by Detweiler, one from Detweiler to Schmelsley, and then another one from Detweiler to Schmelsley made it 26-24. Canton-Galva made it close at the end with a score with 5 minutes left to go in the game, making it 36-32. So that's as close as Canton-Galva got in this game. Your Axtell Eagles move on to the state championship. They will play Thunder Ridge next Saturday in Newton at 11 o'clock for the right to be crowned 2022-2023 8-man Division II state champions. Of course, 2 years in a row now is what Eric Detweiler and his team is looking for. On the call here tonight, I've been Max Blasky. I hope you all have a safe trip home. Stay warm. Stay safe this weekend. It's been a pleasure calling football this season. I thank you for tuning in tonight. Once again, Axtell Eagles win 36-32 and move on to the state championship.
And a big thank you to our continued sponsors on the Axtell Run for a State title. They include Landall Company, Axtell Truss Manufacturing, State Bank of Bern, Axtell Branch, B&D Buildings, Axtell Car Wash, Little Steps Dance Studio, the Western National Bank, Little Joe's Service, Kramer Oil, Axtell Lumber, Eagle HVAC and Plumbing, Blue Valley Technologies, Moonlight Restoration, SBS Insurance, and Ag Partners Cooperative. Also, our regional sports boosters, they include Honeyman Auto, Kramer Oil, Brunei Implement, United Bank and Trust, Can-Equip, Sunflower Community Credit Union, Hometown Lumber, and St. Gordon and Associates. Join us 11 o'clock kickoff next Saturday. We'll have it live on KNDY FM 95.5. Some other final scores tonight. Kansas defeats Southern Utah 82-76. Hard-fought win for the Jayhawks. Again, Axtell over Canton-Galva 36-32. Axtell meets Dighton in the state title game. Dighton rolled Thunder Ridge tonight 58-12. St. Mary's over Centralia 46-16. Nemaha Central beat Sabetha 30-14. It was Andale over Clay Center 36-0. And in 6-man championship action in Nebraska, Parkview Christian defeated Pawnee City 50-25. Again, our broadcast final, Axtell over Canton-Galva 36-32, advances the Axtell Eagles for a repeat title in the state championship at Newton next Saturday morning.
You've depended on KNDY Radio to get all your local news, weather, and sports updates. Now you can depend on KNDYradio.com as well, where you can find everything you've heard, missed, and more. Let KNDY keep you informed when severe weather strikes, and listen to your area high school football and basketball broadcasts even if you're miles away from home with our Listen Live feature. You can also look to KNDYradio.com for school closings when the weather's rough. Make KNDYradio.com your number one source for everything local and so much more.